Got Billy Bass over there in the shot.
Good evening, John.
Hang on, kids. Tonight's question is, how many voltages do you run your servos at?
No fucking wonder.
I think it's funny that you thought I was just gonna be like, oh yeah, 6 volts is fine.
No, it's 8.4.
It's still too low.
Bill said, "Good evening, gentlemen."
Hi.
Question mark.
Yes, we've had a good evening actually. I thought Jordan's head was gonna explode a little bit ago, but
No.
no. I could see the fear in your face when I started talking to your wife about politics and things. I saw it. You don't have to lie to me.
I mean, you never know. You never know how things are gonna go.
I knew it was safe. I wasn't worried about it.
Teleguided, I saw that you messaged me or us.
Us?
Maybe. I saw he had messaged
When? Where?
on the gram,
Oh, the gram.
but I was talking politics at dinner and cooking dinner, so I have not responded.
Yeah. We had a very good conversation.
Yeah, we're not friends anymore. We hate each other.
I'm never allowed back at Jordan's house again.
We're assholes. He's asshole. He has two assholes.
I do. One is in my face, the other one is in my ass.
Good evening, William. John, glad you were the first one.
I do have to wonder if I just changed Haley's opinion about me in one way or the other, though.
I don't know. She sees the shit you post on Facebook, so
She does. It's fine.
so if anything, it went to the better.
Well, you know, there's a girl that I'm friends with that posts a lot of shit posting. And she made a good point that if you believe the things that I post on Facebook, then you're dumber than the shit I post on Facebook. That's kind of how I look at it.
That's fair.
So, I brought 2 things that
Pulled pork. I don't know who that is.
I love it. I don't know who it is either, I
But he
like
said,
it.
"Hey, Jordan."
Oh,
So,
okay.
hello.
He knows you. So, I brought something. What?
Oh god, my volume's up.
What?
I don't know. I was trying to see the profile picture, but I can't tell who it is. Anyway,
So I bought this on the bay. This is for the red Suburban.
do you want the fan blowing at you?
I'm sorry, do you not?
No, it's gonna dry my eyeballs out.
I can never be dry anything around you.
This is gonna be a short live.
So I bought a 1980 Chevy truck paint Dujima flop. I brought my other ones because, as you know, the red Suburban has a Traxxas grill in it, which is an 80. Looks the most like an 80.
So are you gonna do all the fixings in there are changes that have to be made?
No, that's the same body style. It's just got a different grill. It's got one of the ugliest grills ever, but it's different, so I'm okay with it.
Oh.
The turn signals are incorporated into the headlight bezels.
It's Rob.
Like Feezer?
I don't know.
Rob. Hi, Rob. Okay, so anyway, as I was saying, so I was looking, and these are all of the 1980 colors for the trucks. So I'm not sure what this 10 to 30, 10 to 90, 50 to 80 series things are exactly. Oh, and there's Loves and El Caminos. Give me a dark green metallic El Camino.
I wonder if the series are like,
The Cheyenne and Silverado. And,
yeah, so like the base models are only allowed these colors.
Yeah. I don't think so. I don't think that's how that works. Because I know Woodland Drink. Because see, they come in like these things. So you got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 16, 20 something. Let's say 25.
Why are there some marked off?
Because those are love colors. And I didn't want them to be skewing my decisions.
Also, Teleguided said, debating H10 all-wheel steer or D44s for the Ibex Goat Jeep.
And this is telegated?
Yes.
Is
So I would
it-
say
Well, how's it built? Is it Wraith size Ibex goat? Or did someone shrink it down kind of like what we did to 10 2-ish
that's a good point.
4 dice size?
Also, Blind Guy said, "Hey guys, hope all is well. Rad bourbon body today.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
It
sir.
did look good."
Thanks. Should look better and worse later this week.
He said small. Looks like this.
Okay. I mean, I'm a personal fan of D44s. That is my favorite axle housing across the board. Like, period.
I would agree with that.
I love D44s.
How wide is it?
Yeah. That's why I was asking if it's Wraith width.
Because this guy's only 5, I think a little over 5 wide.
Okay, now I'm a little chilly. That's all. I'll just let it blow on my legs.
Okay.
I just need like some airflow.
Fair enough.
I also wore shorts today, so I'm a little chillier than normal. Anyway,
Don't you normally wear shorts?
yeah, but normally it's not 30 some odd degrees out when I wear shorts.
True. Teleguided, if it's narrow like this, I would stick to D44s.
Yeah.
If you're a little bit wider, you could probably get away with the H10s. Because I think the fabricated housing is going to look more scale for, or more correct for an Ibex chassis.
Or if you use like some really, really high positive offset wheels to suck the H10s in a little bit, it might not look bad.
Yeah. It's narrow like this. Yeah, I would go D44s.
Word.
Jason Sutter, good evening, gents.
Hello.
Great to see you. Currently has F9 portals. Yeah, definitely ditch the portals.
Oh.
Although, is it Jesse Haynes, I think, built a LJ for King of the Hammers on his portals. Looks good.
Yeah, so what's up?
Yeah. It is super simple. It has comp cut spec RC wheels. So those are a little bit wider, I think, because I know they're 1
specs
inch.
aren't usually, well, they're also not usually high offset. What the hell was I doing? What was I going to paint this thing? Oh, that's right.
Pulled Pork Rob
Okay.
said Range Rover is fire, and he's asking if you could turn it so he could see the side.
You should come buy it, because that is actually what I'm doing this evening.
Jeremy, he has not said. Did you say what color you're painting the burb?
That's what I was getting at here. The color I wanted to paint it is apparently not an option for 1980, which sucks. So I don't know.
Can you switch grills?
No, because you have to hog out the whole front of it for the 80 grill. So I thought about just having him build me another one. Okay.
Another burb.
Yeah.
A burb for your burb for your burb?
Yeah, only because I want to paint it. I'll show you what color I want to paint. Well, it won't matter to you because you can't fucking see colors anyway.
I can see him better than Glenn.
That's a true story. Glenn sees in gray and brown.
Glenn was like, this red and this green. And he's like, those are the same fucking color.
So,
Like, man, I'm colorblind, but I can't help you there.
okay, so 75, 76 have a color called Grecian bronze. In real life, it's a little more orangey.
Okay.
It's just a very cool, like orangey burnt brown color. I like it. And that's
Now,
kind
is
of
that not the color of...
the short bed I have.
No. You sent me a picture of where you'd started painting one?
The burp?
I thought so.
No, that's brown. So
See,
they don't know. My channel members will probably know, but no, I started to paint the brown primer and the espresso speckle that was on sale at the Walmart So I painted the top because the Suburban that I'm basing it off of, from like pillars down to about here, have no paint. So they basically look like my wagon. The whole top of it is just crust. So I'm gonna use the same method as I did on the Pineapple, and the whole top
Weather it.
Whole top will be patina.
One guy asked if you are selling the crusty Grande Land Rover.
I am. Who is this?
Blind guy.
Yes. So I'm taking the electronics out of it.
Not this one. That's the Range Rover. Your Land Rover.
That's the Land Rover. No, this is a Land Rover.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I am selling the D90. Sorry, we got to do D90. I'm selling the D9, the yellow D90 that's crusty. I'm selling this D90 that's like the 2015, whatever the hell edition. I'm selling the Range Rover, and then I'm also I'm putting the D110 up for sale. But I want to keep it bad enough to where if no one wants to pay me for it, then I don't care to take it home.
For sale, not on sale.
Definitely for sale, but not on sale. Somebody tried to already do that, and I said no.
I approved a post the other day that somebody said that, and I was like, bitch, you're asking full retail.
Yeah. Yeah, I said no. Which,
they're asking is this thing huge? And I don't know.
it's not small.
Yeah, it's kind of deceiving
Yeah.
because my YJ is tiny and this is a comp truck.
Well,
so
move your thingy. So this is a D90. So it's not huge by any means. It's a tad. I think overall width it's almost the same because the D90 has flares and these are just square. A little bit longer. I don't remember what the wheelbase is on it, but it's just a 10.2 with a different hard body.
yeah, it looks 12.3 wheelbase.
Yeah.
With a giant ass end.
Well, I mean these real Range Rovers are not exactly small.
No.
You know, it's probably 2 scale. But it has actual wheels that are going on it that I'm going to swap because I want my 310s and my crawlers off of it. I got it. So I bought a TF2, which I kind of regret doing now because that would have been kind of cool to have. But anyway, I bought a TF2, traded it to Mike Abner for this. I drove it, and it is super, super cool. However, once again, I am approaching digits that are a little high for an RC collection. And with as many buggies as I plan to build and just other things, I just need to get rid of some stuff.
I want to discuss the number of number of vehicles that you have.
Yeah. 1 to 1 or 1/10?
1/10.
Okay.
Because, well, really, my question stems from the last 2 days. I have made a comment on a different Facebook group, and on 2 separate occasions, somebody's been like, "Well, I've got so many RC cars." I'm like, first of all, the one guy was like, "I've got 25 plus TF2s," and I'm like, "That's not the flex you think it is."
That's dumb.
But also, anytime, and I admit I argue on Facebook about these stupid tiny trucks way more than I should, but never once have I been like, well, I'm going to tell them how many RC cars I've got so they know that I'm cool.
That I'm rich or whatever. So
I don't even know if it's that it's rich.
Yeah.
Like, so you have 20 vehicles, so you know exactly what you're talking about.
So I do have a lot of cars compared to what I would consider normal people. Then there's the however. However, I have been to a particular place in Ohio.
I've been there.
Where I know a guy probably owns 3,000 or more RC cars. And a couple hundred of them are his own personal cars. So it's like one of those things where a guy with 5 cars can swing his dick around, but then a guy with 20 cars is going to swing his dick around. I can come in and go, oh, I've got I'm probably approaching, I think it was 90 something, 92 when I added the 3 that I just got. So, and that's too many. However, that also includes the 3 bandits that my kids and I play with. You know, so there's 3 right there by themselves. That includes my Tamiya collection. That includes the 2 Falcon Phoenixes that I have put up. I mean, it includes a lot of shit that is not out. It also includes the 10 fucking vintage crawlers that I have up on a shelf I'll never drive that are just there to look cool.
Yeah.
You know, so like, I can say, oh, I've got this many. But then a dude like, I mean, hell, I've seen pictures of what Colton and Jim and Chris have. Like, Jim's got a whole goddamn basement full of cars, you know, and he's parked them out. Or Andrew Leonard, you know, like, I'm sure he has a bunch of shit. But then you got a guy like Kirby that's just going to come in there and just pecker stamp everyone. Because, like, the dude has 4,000 fucking cars.
I guess I don't understand the, like,
What's it matter?
exactly.
Yeah, I don't get when people say it like, you can trust me, bro. I've got 20 RC trucks. Cool. But have you only been doing it for a year? Because you still don't know your ass from a hole in the ground if you've only been doing this shit for a year.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a professional, like, whatever. I'm just an idiot that talks shit on YouTube. And I'll tell you that every single time. Fuck you. And I'll tell you that every single time anybody asks me something. Like, my advice is what it is. And it's just from what I would do if I were you. But because someone has a bazillion cars doesn't mean they're any smarter than a guy that has 3. Because you don't know what that guy with 3 knows. You just know he has 3 RC cars. And that doesn't make him dumb.
Right. But
It probably makes him smarter than all of us.
both situations, they were telling me that I didn't know what I was talking about.
Did you tell them you're YouTube famous and that they can...
I should have told them, you know what, motherfucker, I'm going to talk about you on YouTube this evening while I talk about RC cars.
There you go. Get it. Get it.
But I'm like, never am I like, because both times there was an issue that they were asking about. I offered advice, and then,
They were dumb.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I have 25 trucks. Okay.
Cool. Good for you. I see that you're as irresponsible as I am.
I don't like that many trucks sitting around, so I do not have that many.
Yeah. I don't mind that many trucks sitting around. I do, you know, like... What?
Cody said, yeah, I got 10s, but they clean though.
Precisely. I just don't understand... I don't know. I don't understand people in general, so that just... Whoops, I'm blocking the mic. I don't understand a lot of things that people do, so it really doesn't mean shit.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just one of those things that, like... I don't know.
All right, let me catch up on some comments.
Okay.
Cody from Colorado Adventure Club is here.
Hello!
And he mentioned that it's the tiny tires on the Range Rover that make it look larger.
Yeah,
Which is-
these are only 3.85, something like that.
3.5.
They're short.
Those are 3.3, like 3.5, 3.6.
These are 419 crawlers.
No, they're not. They're 3.85 crawlers.
Yeah, they're 3.85. I know what I meant. So it's like 3.8, 3.85. So they're small.
Yeah, and goddamn Rain Man over here, and they're telling me I'm wrong. Fuck off.
Yeah. Yeah, because those are 419s and they're a little shorter. These are probably 4 inches or so. Anyway.
Nicholas Steffi, good evening, fellers.
Hi there.
William Chandler packed up some of his race stuff to make room for. Still have more race stuff to pack up. Are you taking it to the swap meet?
That's what I was going to ask. Are you going to the swap meet on Saturday?
Jeremy got a kickle, or a chuckle. A kick and a chuckle.
A kickle.
A kickle.
Got a good kickle.
Out of your pecker stamp comment.
I mean, it just is what it is, you know.
Tom Frost, what's up from Washington State? So a
Hey-o.
little bit late. That's
No-
all right.
no worries. We
didn't
understand.
we haven't really gotten anything accomplished
We
yet.
understand that it's still noon there.
Caller J said keyboard warriors.
I don't even think it's that. I think it's just people that think they're smarter than they really are, and they use how many cars they have as a validation of how smart they think they are.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's what it is. And, like, I will argue with, okay, it doesn't take a lot for me to argue in general. I've tried, I'm trying to work on that, okay?
2025.
2025 is a new year, new me, new leaf, or whatever.
Same Matt.
That's not true. The people that I will, like, one of those, are you willing to die on that hill? If I know you're wrong, and especially, like, if you're just talking into the void, it's whatever. But if someone gets on Facebook or something and says, hey, how do I do this, etc., like, why does my truck do this, etc., and someone throws out some dumbass advice,
Yeah.
I will 100% go back and forth with you, because to me, it's worth my time to tell you why you're wrong and show new person why you're wrong and why they should not follow everyone's advice on Facebook.
Every time Kevin Weber makes a stupid comment.
He doesn't make a comment to me. He doesn't even reply. He has stopped.
But I've also gotten to the point where, like, it's not worth arguing on some things. So, like, the one guy today that told me that he's got, 25 plus trucks or whatever. And I said, sounds like you got it all figured out then.
Yeah.
And I just moved on. Like,
Yeah.
okay.
I found a meme. I don't know. One of those, like, inspirational posts, whatever. And I've been really thinking about it the last couple weeks after I found it. You don't have to attend every argument you're invited to.
True.
I've tried to really take that in.
Yeah.
Which is hard for me, but I'm doing it.
Tom said, I'm disappointed when I tell people how many rigs I have. Todd Anderson, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Cody said he's proud of his tiny collection as it's his.
I'm proud of mine, but it's like, how do I want to put that? I'm proud of mine, but I'm not proud of it like I'm bragging about it. I don't like saying that I have almost 100 RC cars. Like,
Yeah, I wouldn't tell him.
you know what I'm saying? Like, if I sold everything, I could 100% pay off my house. I know that much. A, because of how much shit I have, but B, I don't really owe a lot on my house, but still, like, knowing both of those facts does not make me feel good.
Oh,
That's not a flex that I really want. You know what I'm saying? You know how many RC cars I own? I could buy my house again because I'm a fucking retard.
I'll say we do frequently talk about how my truck could be whippled
Yeah.
with the collection, but
Well, like you said the other day, I was like, I could probably buy a really nice car if I stopped buying RC cars. And you looked me dead in the face and went, yes, you could. I was like, oh, okay. It's that apparent, huh?
did I do that?
Yeah, you did.
I don't remember.
You sure as hell did. I was like, oh, okay.
William is not going to the swap meet because he's on baby watch. They're inducing on the 10th.
Nice.
But could go at any moment.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that far away. You could probably make it.
Something tells me if he went and she went into labor that he would be murdered when he got home.
Yikes. I'm glad I'm taking these off. I don't think this works very well.
Well, it doesn't have a panhard on it.
It does. Oh, shit.
No, the fuck it doesn't.
Yes. No, it doesn't. Stupid. That's why. Oh, I wonder if I meant to do that and then I never did. I bet I did. Bet I did that. Oh, well. Gosh. You're so dumb.
Cody said, they say I'm cocky, but I say, what? I ain't bragging, motherfucker. You back it up.
I don't. So, like, I find it really hard to talk about things, especially so like. I find it hard to say some things, and I do say the same idea 4 or 5 times sometimes in a video because I'll say something like, I've got a lot of trucks, so I don't really know what to take. And I'm like, that sounds stupid. That sounds so like, I've got so much stuff, I don't know what to do with it. So I back that up. And I'm like, nope, don't like that. And it's like,
Yeah.
I've got a lot of options, so I don't, and I'm like, I don't like saying that either. So then I don't want to be.
But how do you also get that across that, like, because, like, if you watch in the Beat the Creek page, people are like, oh, just bring the whole collection.
Yeah, okay.
But I'm like, I don't have room.
I need Bill's trailer.
I don't have room for that.
Yeah.
Even just like on my 6-foot table, like beyond. I mean, I don't know. But like when I pack up for Beat the Creek, I'm like, all right, what in my collection are people actually going to want to see and touch constantly? That I'm like, please don't touch that.
Yeah.
And that's what I bring.
Yeah. I need to figure out. I'm gonna try, and if you could help me, that would be great. I need to make little signs, and I want to try to make like a rope. The like car show rope you do.
Yeah.
If I can find some little stands, either that we can print or you can print that I can send you.
Yep.
I want to do like a rope thing, and I want a couple little like not for sale, please don't touch us, because the amount of people that picked up the van and everything else. How much is this? Put the fucking truck down, please. Like, I had a couple people pick up the dually, and I thought I was gonna have a heart attack. Like, I think, and I understand because you and I got in trouble for picking up an order or a ripper from Reef, which I didn't even think about. I don't think you thought about. Like, it had been run before. I didn't really see. It's not fragile, but he didn't want us touching it, which is fair. And I think
did one of us ask?
I don't think so.
Maybe I just assumed that it was Reef. So like,
Yeah, I mean,
it's a guy that's here selling shit. I don't know.
I mean, I don't think either one of us were in the wrong, and I'm not saying that like a lot of the people that came up, were in the wrong or whatever. But up until I put the signs up, I did have some handwritten, please don't touch, fragile, like not for sale, whatever, and still had a couple people grab trucks and like people. And what sucks is nobody grabbed like the Amigo that you can throw and I can go buy another $42 body. They grabbed the completely custom built van, or like they grabbed the dually by the cab and started picking it up. I'm like, stop! Please don't do that. Like,
or open the hood of the K10. They're like, oh, I gotta see.
Yeah.
Which speaking of that, and I haven't even told you this, but I picked up a SSD
Engine?
scale trans.
Oh, really?
Because I got the engine from Ken.
Mm-hmm.
I bought that, and I finally found a scale
Nice.
transmission for Jordan budget friendly.
Hell yeah.
So
I thought about doing that.
it doesn't fit. It's not designed to fit in the TF2, so that'll be fun. But
I thought they were.
So in my research,
With a skid or something like that, right?
well, they're designed for the 10.2, like go into a 10.2 skid.
Right.
But from my understanding is, the guy at SSD designed the SSD, GCM, and RC 4-wheel drive case.
Oh.
And they're all the same case. Whichever company put their gears in it. And then, like, the mounts are a little different.
Yeah, I know the mounts are different because the SSD is metal, right? And the
Yes.
how'd that go? The SSD is metal, but the
SSD has a plastic version.
yeah, that came on the
Trail King.
yeah, that thing. That's what all I kept thinking was Trail Finder, and I knew that wasn't right.
So I think I can get the RC 4-wheel drive mount, and the top of the transmission is where it bolts for the RC 4-wheel drive one.
Okay.
And it doesn't have those holes in the SSD. But I think I can get the mount, mark them, drill them, tap them,
Yeah,
carry on my
I
way.
believe in you. You can do it.
I think so. If not, I'd probably
Set it on fire?
probably be able to make something.
Yeah. I mean, I think we have. I think you have the fabrication skills. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Also, we need Doug here because I'm slacking on these comments.
That's okay.
Where are we? Tom Frost said he's got 15 rigs, but 13 of them are projects spread across 2 benches.
That's another thing that I think is a fair point to make. Like, with me saying I have all of the cars, whatever, like, that doesn't mean all of them are RTR.
Yeah.
A decent percentage of them are, but like my Tamiya stuff, it doesn't. Most of them don't have electronics in it because they're from like the '90s. So for me personally, I'm gonna want to put like old school Novak shit or something in there that I haven't really gone down that path. I've thought about selling them, but so like I 100% understand where that comes from, or something may run but it doesn't have an interior or anything in it,
Yeah.
Which
I like. I mean, the YJ doesn't have electronics and it's not finished, but I would consider that. I mean, that's far enough along that is considered a vehicle.
Yeah. I mean, a pile of parts in a box is not, and I don't think mine even included my Pro Mod or my Unlimited buggy because they're literally a set of axles and a transmission sitting in a clear tote.
I have started doing that for projects.
Yeah.
Yep.
You like it?
Yeah.
I do too. It's the way to go.
Get you one of the clear little Sterlite or whatever tote. Start putting your parts in there, and then when you get around to it, you've got everything there. Instead of being like, that set of axles I think was going to go in.
Yeah. That's what I like about it, because I can take, like I've got a stack of VFDs that you've seen, whatever,
Yep.
and I can take those, and instead of sitting everywhere and sitting in boxes, now I have an actual VFD, and I'm getting real crazy here, I put a note of what's in the VFD on it, and then I put that in the box. So I know it's already got the Colorado Adventure Club stuff on it. I know it's already got that in there. I know it's, all machine gears. I have notes on all that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan.
Todd said he's lost count of the Horde.
Good, because it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I mean,
Unless you want to tell somebody on Facebook.
yeah, you can swing your dick around.
No. I have more trucks.
I got 22 trucks. Cool story. I got 23. All of a sudden now I'm better than you. Dumb. So dumb.
Honestly, personally, I think the more trucks you have, the dumber you are.
I have agreed. I 100% agree.
But then if you go too far, then you get into like Glenn, and he's only got one truck. So, I mean,
Well, now he does. Cause
there's like a bell curve.
he sold me the other one. Glenn's still dumb, but he just doesn't. It's funny.
Hope you're watching, Glenn.
God love him.
Cody said, here's a flex. I have a Tamiya M4 tank from 1974, and it still works.
Sick.
That is pretty cool.
I want a Blizzard, but I don't know what the hell I would do with it. The Kyosho's?
Yeah.
I don't know
I was
why.
thinking like cookie dough, but
Ooh. Well, no. I'm trying to lose weight. Can't be eating Blizzards.
Tom said so many bills could get paid off.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Well, if you do it responsibly, the bills are paid.
Yeah. I mean, a certain portion of my check goes directly into my bills account.
Yeah.
There have been times where I've been very irresponsible going, I'll just put more money in there next week. And then all of a sudden I owe a shitload of money into the bills account at the end of the month. But, I mean, sometimes those deals just come in rapid fire and
Yeah.
you gotta do what you gotta do.
I'm currently in one of those situations.
It is what it is, man. It is what it is.
Anyway.
In a hootie.
Tom said I could probably finish a couple one-to-one projects too.
Oh, I know I could.
Yeah.
I could. My wagon would be so cool, and I could probably have another one. If I'm being.
Cody said closet collector.
Got bodies in the closet.
Todd said noted. I'm touching everything.
I don't like, in all honesty, a lot of it I don't mind. Like, you can pick up a tuber. I mean, tubers have a rough life around me sometimes. Some of them have known to take flight. So, it is what it is. You're not going to hurt that. My problem, I don't even want to say problem, where I'm very hesitant about trying to preserve my hard body stuff that's, I know is not, I mean, I wouldn't call it fragile, but you know what I'm saying? Like, what would you...
I mean, some of that shit is.
Yeah, some of it is, I guess. There's just, there's a lot of money and body work in the van, the dually, shit like that. Like, I just don't want it broken. And I wouldn't, well, depending on the person, but I'm not going to sit there and go, hey, you broke that, you owe me X amount of $100, blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, depending on it. Some people I would be like, you're not leaving my fucking canopy.
William said electric fence around them. People can't read those signs on one-to-one cars and trucks. Which is true.
I just don't want to spend my whole weekend going, hi, welcome to the canopy. Please don't touch anything on this table or this table over here, but everything else over here is for sale. Hi, welcome to the canopy, speech. Hi, welcome to the area, whatever, speech. Like, I got to figure something out. I thought about a neon sign, having a neon sign made that says, like, not for sale. Just, I mean,
Yeah. Like our live sign?
yes, sir. The one that we never turn on anymore.
Yeah. Nicholas said 23 and a half. That's how many he's got.
It's a good round number.
Yeah. Jeremy said he's got a bonus coming at work, and he's going to try really hard not to spend it on RC shit.
Good luck.
Ooh. Nicholas said people started receiving the Origin today.
Oh, cool.
Like, not the original Origin, the Origin.
Oh, the original Origin?
No.
Oh, okay, no.
The not Ripper Origin.
The not Ripper Origin. Got it. Part of me thought about getting one.
Yeah?
Just,
God dang it. I keep hitting the volume.
is it, are we frozen? Okay, cool.
No, we're good.
All right. Part of me thought about getting one.
I'm kind of surprised that they haven't opened up another round of pre-orders.
I don't know, honestly. I literally have no idea. That's kind of almost nice. I don't have any idea about it anymore.
I mean, I know that they opened the pre-order. They had so many of them, and I guess now that maybe they're starting to ship them, they may be able to open up the next round. I just figured it would have been closer to like. I mean, I guess I don't know exactly when it was released originally.
Early January, right?
Has it been that long already?
Late January? I'm not sure. Said 3 to 4 weeks, right? Something. Shit, I don't know. I'm just.
No, I think it was a lot longer lead time.
Oh, really? I don't know. Got me.
I really don't want to take this stupid thing apart.
Why are you taking it apart, by the way?
Because I got to put this in there.
Oh. That sucks.
Cody, I'll just ship you the whole truck. You drive it, you put this in it, and then ship it back. How's that sound?
Cody's supposed to be shipping us trucks, remember?
Yeah, but then it got, popsicle weather.
Yeah, I was gonna say we can't do anything with it anyway. I am starting to look forward to Beat the Creek.
Yeah?
Yes. However, I do also, like I said today, realize that I have 9 weeks to get a lot of things done, and I'm gonna have to prioritize. But I am also not going to let myself not go do the things we've discussed to relax.
Yeah.
I did see the C0 to 2 was playing, and I was like, not going. I did do that. That felt kind of good, just to know that I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. I need to get Glenn's buggy done so that I can focus on some other stuff.
Yeah.
Because God knows Glenn doesn't think I'm working fast enough.
We've discussed how he's retarded, right?
I think on multiple occasions.
Okay. Good. Just making sure.
Where is Doug tonight? We miss Doug. Doug is working on real car things.
Doug got accepted into the Power Tour, so he is working on his actual hot rod, which is super cool for him. Doing some safety things and such, that way he can play with the big boys and everything.
Go fast as fuck, boy.
Fast as fuck, boy. Yeah. So, whoops, forgot to take the damn back off. Oh, I'm gonna dump this whole truck.
Cody said, I just built number 1. It has suck down now. I've decided to run it again this year. 2 seats now.
Oh, there you go.
I'm thinking about ditching my suck down winch because I didn't use it.
I used it when I thought it would be beneficial, and it ended up doing absolutely nothing. And I honestly wonder if it's one of those things that does not translate into us.
Yeah,
You know?
could be.
And I hate saying that because it seems like such a cop-out, but like, I just don't think we're doing enough of those things that make it beneficial. You know?
Yeah.
Phase my drive shafts here. Do you watch Boom Sus? Guy on YouTube? No. He was discussing phasing your drive shafts. I always thought it was kind of stupid, and then I watched his video, and I was like, oh, that does make a lot of sense. He has a video showing what your drive shaft being out of phase does.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, when they're out of phase and you put them at an angle, like when they're basically straight, it doesn't do anything. But when you put them at an angle like this, so the input will spin, yeah. But then if you have it like real bad and then you have another one down on the bottom, so this one's spinning, this one does like this one just kind of sits there and goes, like the bottom one gets terrible. It was kind of wild.
Which that is one thing that I always do, but everyone's like, oh, it's not necessary.
I would debate that fact now. I mean, on tiny trucks and something like, your drive shafts are damn near flat on that thing. I wouldn't worry about it, but.
So I know how to build them. Damn it.
Yeah, right?
Oh, God.
There it went. I'm doing Range Rover things.
Look what you did.
I'm sorry. My bad.
Oh, I didn't realize Power Tour was starting in Indy this year.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. I will say, it is thanks to the Power Tour that my Jeep is LS swapped.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How so?
They stopped in Indy. They stopped at the Suds one year. And I was like, oh, I'll go check it out. And the guy that did my swap happened to be there in his LS swap Chevelle.
Ah.
And so I was talking to him, and he's like, well, when you want to, put a real engine in your Jeep.
Yeah. Well, antagonization.
Yeah. And, a year later or whatever, I hit him up, and
Said, hey.
I was like, help!
Help. Help. Yep, my father is now being surrounded by LS swaps. His BFF Carl got himself a 5.3. I have an 08 pickup and is putting that in his Nova.
Yeah.
And we're now preaching the gospel of LS swaps. And Bill says no.
Really?
He says, I have big block things.
I don't have big block thing kind of money.
His is already done. His came with the car, so he's kind of cheated.
Well, that doesn't count.
Yeah, I know. And I was like, well, have fun whenever we go cruising, and you got to catch up.
Build nice, cool things. Tiny little trucks. This is stupid.
Yeah. Can't wait till the swap meet's over. Then I get to start buying race car things.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to put that on pause because, you can only make money if you have money or whatever the hell. If you want to become a billionaire or a millionaire, start as a billionaire or something like that.
Yeah.
So I kind of put that on timeout. So, but he's got a million thousand other projects to do on it. He doesn't really need parts. So, but I'm pretty excited about that, especially when it gets real nice and I start going up 31 and I see all these douchebags in like SN95 Mustangs that make 219 wheel horsepower and everything. And I'm like,
Hey, well, don't you worry. I'll be there in my Ford.
yeah, boy. Hell yeah. We'll just be rioting on the street.
all 300 and whatever horsepower it puts to the wheels.
Yeah.
Cody said that his has quite a bit of articulation. So in the 2 days that he's tested it, it's really helped.
Nice.
I dropped down to smaller shocks on mine.
I had to go bigger. I didn't feel like the ones on my Pro Mod were doing a very good job. I think I mounted them too high, and I built it for 106s or whatever. And when I tried to put 96s on it, everything was just didn't do it. It was one of the few things that I've actually built that worked better with more articulation.
Well, I'm still working out the bugs in this one.
Is that what we're calling it?
Yep. William said he had a 2024 Yanko Camaro come in Friday. He's the only one allowed to work on it. It's first oil change.
Nice.
1,150 horsepower,
Hell yeah.
but it was an automatic.
I mean, that's the way to go fast.
Yeah.
That is the way to go fast. And honestly, like, I don't want to sound like a papaw here, but Bill and I were talking about this as well. He was like, I want to put a 6-speed in my Malibu. And I was like, dude, do you really, like, shifting gears and stuff is fun, but, like, do you really want to get in a car that you're just trying to enjoy and consistently just row back and forth? Like, I don't want to.
I enjoy it.
I don't. I'm just kind of like, after dailying my Cummins for so long, I don't know that I ever want to own another manual ever. Plus, autos are faster, so.
Yep. He said it was loud. Everyone in the dealer came to the shop.
I bet. That's super cool, though. That's cool that you got to drive it, or that you get to work on it, I guess, however you want to put that.
The OG stubby.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice. I always am a fan, well, not a fan, but I always do find enjoyment when people hit me up like, are you selling any stubby kits? VP's out. I'm like, I haven't done that in like a year. We stopped. We stopped when it became really super stupid for us to do it.
No, we didn't.
Well, no, we didn't.
We still made them for a while after that.
Yeah. It was a good time while it lasted.
It was something.
It was something. I mean, in the long run, I bought a drill press that was really nice and used it all the time. It was a good reason to buy one.
I don't use my drill press a whole lot.
You know, I use the shit out of mine. Doing all them machinings, you know. So.
Yeah. William said it's perks of being the EV and vet performance tech.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. Being trusted and all with high dollar cars and possibility of fires and shit. I could see it. I could see it. I don't want to do TF2 things or Jalande, whatever's anymore.
It's almost like you just did that.
I know. Like I said, dude, I have to make cuts somewhere. Like
Yeah.
I'm selling the 3 little K trucks that I bought forever ago. That I guess I should have kept doing content on, because that's like one of my most doing videos or whatever, is me taking it apart and repainting the K truck.
Really?
Yeah, all the people from not US love it.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of wild. It's really wild seeing where videos do. I mean, none of my videos do what I would consider well, but like good, whatever. Because like all of a sudden I'll have a video kind of like that one or whatever that blows up in Brazil or some shit. Why are
Thanks.
gracias? I don't know.
Cody said that install is super easy.
What install? What are we talking about?
What install is that, Cody? William said the guy said he has 180,000 for that Yanko.
I believe it. No, thank you.
Good evening, Brett.
Hello. Did your business not close? What are we doing?
Yeah, Brett, are you closing up shop? What's the deal?
Yeah, what were we talking about earlier there, feller?
Well, it's technically coming up.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess that's fair. We can't question things yet. Like
Yes, I am taking my trans out of my Pro Mod, and it currently has Cody's front dig piece, but I have the 46% overdrive, and that's just too much overdrive for me. So I'm switching it for the 6% overdrive that he also has. So
Well, you don't want all the overdrives? Oh, that's gone.
Brett said, I mean, it's not a totally clickbait title.
Okay. I'll have to watch it tomorrow when I get to work. I won't have anything else to do. Because that freaking pump better be back on that other machine, because I'm not doing it again. Goddamn assholes. There it is. So,
Give you something to watch while you're pooping on the clock.
precisely. Oh, my belt's digging into my stomach. Somebody fed me too well, and I think I grew. Speaking of, I know Jordan's view on it. Did everyone, or what is you guys' opinion on kind of changing up Mailbox Mondays to I hesitate to say RC Everyday style, where, or like whatever, but not just, hey, look at all the stuff I got, but this is what I bought, and then actually doing it. Did everyone like that better? You have any feedback on it or anything? Did you even watch it? Do you care? If not, that's fine. I understand.
Oh, God.
There we go. Alright. That's done other than the panhard. Cool. Cool tools.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't know what to do with my hands. I don't even know how to take this off. I've never taken this off before.
Jeremy said he enjoyed the working on it.
Good. So, thoughts and prayers. Holmes, Mama Micro, Holmes Servo.
Okay.
Ask a little more for it. Pull it out, put in a 1080 and a stock motor and a stock servo. That being said, I don't really care if it moves.
Those electronics are kind of overkill for that truck.
That's how I got it too.
I know.
That wasn't even me. So at least somebody out there sees things the same way I do.
Not really, because he also said that it was overkill.
Yeah. So you think I should pull him?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how much. Like, yeah, it'll add some value to it, but at the same time, like, those are kind of overkill, and it's like, I don't think the person who's buying that is not going to be like, damn, I really wish this had, you know, a monster
Brushless.
servo and big brushless setup in it.
Yeah.
Because I think it's a pretty high KV too.
I don't remember. I don't think I could. Yeah, I don't think we could ever tell. Son of a bitch! I'll get that out eventually.
Blind guy said he did watch it on the TV. He liked the new style.
Thank you.
It's a little more directional
Yeah.
rather than just squirrel. Here's another part.
Yeah, basically. I just, like, I didn't say it, but what I said and what I meant were a little different. I'm getting bored with just look at the things I got. I'm sure people are also getting bored with look at the things I got. However, it kind of became like, that's what I'm expected to do. And then it also became to where I started to, I think I was taking the easy way out. And then B, it started to feel gross, which I don't like.
Ew.
Yeah, it gave me the ick.
Jason said he hasn't watched.
Apparently this is not how you take this one.
I haven't watched the Mailbox Monday in a while. I love the lives better. Do you still scream next? Well, we could answer that, or you could go watch them.
It's just different. And the one that's coming next week, it's already done. I am pretty proud of myself. It's already on YouTube, uploaded, just waiting on the day. I can't get this off, so I think it's just going to go with it.
Okay.
I don't know. I literally, it's got nuts in here, but there's like shit on top of it. Seems like a 0 out of 10 to get out. So
There you go.
Yeah.
Wheel and tire swap it, and down the road it goes just the way you got it.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Nicholas said he watches Mailbox Monday while he's pooping at work.
I mean, I don't care what you're doing as long as everybody's watching it. That's
Jim's Hobbies said the person that wants that style doesn't want outrunner noise. It's not an outrunner.
no, it's not an outrunner. It's a Holmes. It's a BL Stubby, I think. It's a 540. It's nice. It's just it's a very nice combo if you run it on like 2S for this truck, which I don't have any 2S. I immediately threw 3S on it because it just is what it is, and it's just it's a very high powered scaled well, I guess technically for where it is, if it was over in like Saudi Arabia or something and had like a turbo fucking 6-cylinder inline or something, and those crazy swaps, it would be okay. What did I do?
TKS Performance RC. What do you want for it?
$5
million.
$500 is ready to run minus the receiver that I'm going to take out of it. Range Rover body. I think this body's like $180 in self. It's got some scale stuff, and then it's obviously been weathered, and it's a nice truck. But like I was saying earlier, I have to get rid of some things because I'm to a point where I either need to buy more shelving and make more shelving, or I have to get rid of some trucks that I don't drive as much or something. It's just I can't keep collecting trucks.
Yeah.
I have things that are in boxes because I just I don't have room for them.
John Lau said he liked the new version.
Thank you.
Rob Fieser, good evening, sir.
Okay, so that's not pulled pork then?
No.
Okay. So we don't know who pulled pork is. We don't know who Rob is.
Jason said he'll check it out later while he's laying in bed,
Sounds good.
thinking about you.
That's fine with me.
Teleguided said, what about like scale news on, I don't know, like Tuesday mornings?
Fucking this guy. Man, there's so much I could say about that, but I won't.
Well, your favorite YouTuber.
Favorite YouTuber's least favorite YouTuber. So I don't want to say I've got Monday's cornered or anything, but like it's when people expect me to put out a video. Like this has become the Mailbox Monday, next, and kind of like the thing I do has become what everybody knows me as doing. So like that's the hard part is, like sometimes I'm gonna have to make a video that's not a Mailbox Monday, and it may be just me doing things. So that's why I was kind of saying, I don't remember if I said it on a live or like if I've made a post about it or whatever. Some of the things I try to say, I just don't want to sound like a douchebag, so I don't say half the shit. But some of the things are just going to change, and there may not be a Mailbox Monday every week. It may be something else. I'm going to definitely put out a video every week if I can, as long as I can. But I don't know. Not everything can be. There's multiple factors. Let's just put it that way. One of the things I've noticed is the views on my videos, even though it's getting warmer and I know it's going to happen, the views on my videos have been dropping. So I've got to change something around because not only am I getting bored, but apparently other people are getting bored as well. It's kind of how I see it.
Yeah.
Seemingly, that's how that worked.
Cody told me to put something back in this transmission that I don't know where it is, so
What did he say?
when you take this little piece off,
Yep.
there's that little bearing retainer. It's that little piece that goes right there.
Oh, I don't ever put those in. I don't worry about it.
Well, I'm gonna look for it.
It's like a little black and it's got the little like thing on
Yep.
it.
You just wanted to do that.
I did. I did. I just wanted to get a little.
Teleguided said, I like mail call Monday.
I think he's just poking at me at this point. Just
Are we sure we want him?
I don't know that the world knows about all those things, so I haven't said anything. I'm not sure exactly what he's doing. I don't want to.
The doctor is in the house.
Heyo!
Good evening, sir.
Teleguided, you let me know if you're gonna make things.
Do your thing.
Yeah, if you're gonna make things, or if you want to have like an announcement thing or whatever. Like, I just don't want to step on your toes as a fellow influencer and creator. Gross. Gross.
Cody said he enjoys the Monday streams after work while he tinkers.
Cool. Well, I enjoy doing them. And work is definitely changing. And so I run out of hours at my current area on Monday, next Monday at like 9:37 p.m. or some shit. It'd be 9:36. I run out of hours and I should move. And the place I'm probably going, I have been told, is 0 overtime. So Monday night lives may become a little more Regular. That's not the word I was looking for, but yeah, regular. Consistent.
Ah. Using the big words today, huh?
I'm smarter than I look. Not much, but a little bit.
Blind Guy said, I think it's just harder to keep up with everyone's expectations and likes.
Yeah, mostly, so like, I don't know. I would say yes. That's just what I'll say. Like I've said before, like this is never going to replace my job. I know that it's never going to turn into that. So there's a level of me not really giving a shit and doing whatever I want to, but then also not wanting to feel like I'm just pissing into the wind and getting splattered in the face and wasting my time. So like, you know what I mean? I'm gonna do what I want. You know, I pretty much made it pretty clear that you're not gonna buy me. I don't know. So yeah,
I do what I want.
I do what I want, and you know that's very true.
Tell guy that said Canada's largest RC channel goes by the name RC Sparks, and apparently turntables and nudity thrive.
That's $10 I wish I would have never spent.
Cody said that he enjoyed the Crawler Ted Garage Days, Garage Days.
Crawler Ted Garage. I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't know that one. And then RC Builders of Indiana.
Heyo.
That sounds like a new name. I don't recognize that.
Yeah, I don't recognize that.
Are you guys doing We Rock at Abner this year? And what are you running? Matt's We Rock looks about like this.
It doesn't even look that good yet.
His Pro Mod.
My Pro Mod is a transmission and the axles out of my old truck sitting in a box.
This is my Pro Mod. The rest of it is down here on the floor. And then I did pick up we're running the Mini Capra
No, not
class. Well, no, like
Oh, okay.
Rob is running them for We Rock at Abner. So I did pick up one of those. Not quite as good of a deal as Rob and them got on them, but
Yeah. Rubbing them.
yeah.
Rubbing it.
So yes, we are running We Rock. And I would like to build an unlimited buggy, but I haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah. My plan is to run Pro Mod and then the 1.9 Unlimited in that order. My Pro Mod will take precedent over the Unlimited. However, I have some things I want to get finished before Beat the Creek that are going to take, I don't want to say necessarily take precedence because it's not like it's going to take a lot of time to do some of the things or whatever, but like some of the things that are just as important, and I'm going to have to figure out. I don't care about the comp points and shit like that, so like it really doesn't bother me. I'm on the less stress for my brain train. I like that. I rhymed the shit out of that. You like that?
Yeah.
Because
Hey Dustin, fuck you, okay? Thanks.
I was gonna say I found out that comping just stresses me out, and going up there twice a month just too much.
Dustin said it's only 2 months till Beat the Creek.
Fuck right off.
Right?
Like
Well, I said it.
directly off. Those posts are really not helping me. 9 weeks and 3 days. It's like, bro, I don't need that kind of reminder and stress. Please stop.
Also, I really wonder if Cody's sitting here watching me build this transmission, like looking at all the gears 47 times and being like, what an idiot.
Well, I'm done for the evening, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Just like.
We love you too, Dustin. It was just the stress talking.
Oh, do you know
The Muffin Man?
Muffin Man? Dustin made me something that's gonna help us this year at Beat the Creek. Let's just put it that way.
Okay.
He made me a connector to connect to unknown ESCs and things,
Okay.
so that we can test them out in the field. So when
Okay.
somebody goes, "It's good," and you're like, "Sure doesn't smell good," we can test it and tell them they're full of shit.
I'll be back.
Okay, I'll be here. I'll try to read comments and stuff.
I think there's a blind guy comment.
Blind guy, I just got a wild new work. What? New table. Really wanted a better look. I'm really just building what I want. So that's why I went from, like, if you've been watching a long time, from the side, like everybody was kind of like watching. That's why I built what I did. But I had to move some things. I had to sell my 55, and then I had to move some things around to where everything was directly on. And that seemed to help a lot. So everything that I've done to actually help the channel has definitely helped. I mean, obviously time is your biggest factor, but going directly face to face or whatever, and then buying a better microphone and buying better microphones for myself and lighting and stuff, I've noticed that all has a definite impact. But I will always do what I want. Like I said, there's no possible way without going into bashers and becoming Kevin fucking English face what's his doodle. There's no way this could replace my job. So I literally don't give a fuck. Like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? That's about the only way I can put it, right? Todd, building another Pro Mod cage as you speak. Nice. I will miss seeing some of the people that are at 0 to 2, but hopefully some of them can get out to do Pro Mod things. Talk about stress. I'm trying to get 30 cables built before. Fuck that. Rob, can't wait for BTC. Just going to have fun and do as many trials as possible. There you go. Really want to try and build a scale version of Dirt Lifestyle Land Rover. D9 would be very good to use. I don't know. You're my zero fucks hero. I appreciate that, I guess. So. I mean, I'm sure, like Dustin, I'm sure you know exactly how I feel. Like, I'm just really playing. Like, this is me. Like, what started all of this really was my wife said, "You're going to be doing it anyway.
Thanks, Lid.
You might as well film it." Jordan and I were discussing lives, you know, like, because you see people doing it. Well, were we over here every Monday evening? No. But we were hanging out at one of each other's houses once a week or so. And we were like, well, you know, let's take that theory of we're going to be doing it anyway. We might as well film it. And this is where we landed.
Jeremy said, had to step away. Did I hear that you aren't doing 0 through 2 class anymore?
You are correct. I actually put price tags on my class 1 and 2 Saturday. They are going to the swap meet. They may be leaving. I think they're fairly priced for what they are, and I basically went 65-70% of used on everything, and then put it all together, and it's pretty much my asking price. So it would be nice if they left. That would open up a decent chunk of change for real race car things and Beat the Creek things and stuff like that. But if they don't, that's fine. They don't cost me anything as long as I don't drive them. You know what I'm saying?
True.
You know, there's a much less tendency of throwing them if they're not on the rocks.
That is true. I just need a break.
Yeah.
Like, I know I've not done anything all winter long other than build trucks, but
Like, the thing that I think is, I don't want to say hard for people to grasp, but like, this isn't necessarily stressful. But a lot of
did I put that together right?
I don't know,
Fuck, I don't know.
a lot of preparation goes in it, especially for me. And I know that you kind of feel that, like, pressure? Would you call it pressure exactly?
Under pressure.
Boom, 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 ka-doom, doom. Stolen riff. Now that Jordan's famous, I mean, I'm sure he realizes and feels it,
Yeah. Hard out here being a pimp.
Hard out here for a pimp. Trying to get
And always being right and knowing all the answers.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's rough.
Talking about your 914 RC cars and shit like that. Because you're moving on my screen. I think they don't love us anymore. Is it working for you?
Yeah, I'm back on.
Okay. I'll say it never stopped working over here.
That's weird.
I agree. Ooh,
Are we back?
strawberry metallic. That's what color my Dodge is. Strawberry metallic.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what color the Cummins is. So now I gotta learn all about this, like Chrysler, Dodge, Plymouth. But is this Jeep colors as well?
Sure is. Ooh, let me see those Jeep colors.
Is this Jeep colors?
Yeah, Chrysler.
Okay, just making sure. Dodge truck, Jeep, Citroen Pearl boy.
What is that?
97.
The blue.
Lapis blue.
Welcome back.
Well, this doesn't have that mango color I was looking for. I think that's what color I'm going to paint the Nilla Bear.
What is it?
Mango Tango or some shit like that.
Mango Tango would be a newer color then.
No.
That's,
I saw it on the TJ post on the Jeep forum or some shit. I promise. It was because I had...
there's a pumpkin. There's
No, not ever. So, because I had it narrowed down to Citron, and it's like something mango. It's like an orange, like tangerine color.
I don't know. I got nothing.
Me and you and Glenn discussed it, and I sent you pictures. I have a picture of a TJ in that color. Because it's a T. Like, listen to me, okay? Listen to me.
Listening.
I'm building a TJ.
Yep.
What color am I going to paint it? A TJ color, right?
Right.
Because, whatever. So I'm telling you.
The only color that I can come up with is, and I can't think of the color name,
Mango.
but it's an 0506 color. And the one person that I know, his Jeep forum name was Pumpkinator or whatever.
Mm.
And that was the color.
Yeah. No, because I looked at all the JL colors. Look at that. Look up TJ Mango.
Please hold.
Telling you. Help me out here, guys. Because I like the look of Fat Girl and Jenny Craig. And that's kind of what I wanted to go for.
Impact Orange.
No, that's not it.
That's the only orange TJ I know of.
Bruh, put in freaking mango. I'm telling you. That one.
That one?
I think, right?
That's a JK.
Okay, that's
JK, JK, YJ.
Mango Tango.
From 2011, which means that
No, that's not it. I got it somewhere. I don't know. Because I looked up.
All right, you'll have to show me later. 'Cause I don't believe you.
Whatever. Look up the year, like 1997 TJ orange. Because I looked up the colors. That's why I bought this fucking thing. I paid like.
Listen, I have 2 Jeeps, okay?
Bleh. Sorry. You are the know-it-all. My bad. I forgot about your 2-wheel drive, not a Jeep.
I have 2 Jeeps, and I have 2 Jeeps back here that are painted Jeep colors, so I know all of them.
And you have a disassembled Jeep on the table.
That one's just painted a random color. All right. So where do we leave off at? That's a good question.
The hell if I know. I like this gunmetal pearl. I really want orange though.
Lucas asked asked Matt to build or to post more 2 buggy building videos.
Yes. So what I was gonna say is I plan on it. That kind of watch me braise tubing is.
Lynn sent me a photo. I can only imagine.
Yeah. That kind of video of watch me braise and bend tubing is very hard for like a mass of people to watch because it's fucking boring. Like it's literally just watching me go, and I'm chainsaw filing, and then I braise it together. Like I've tried to do that before. I can do it with time lapse, and I think if I stop, hey, this is what I'm doing, this is why I'm doing this is why I'm not doing this, or like doing this in this order. I think it could be.
I think it'd be harder to do, but could you basically just have like a time, kind of what you're saying, but like,
Time-lapse.
and then talk over it?
Yeah, I could. The thing that's hard is without putting my phone literally directly over what I'm doing, because I mean, you know what, you're moving and then you're doing it this way, and you like, so it's hard to not stand in front of the camera and still. What are you doing?
I forgot to put screws.
Oh.
The transmission comes apart.
Let's go.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna try. So Jordan and I have talked about making a few videos doing tuber things, and I have an idea. It's just I have to make the time to get all the like. Jordan doesn't live far away. You're not far, but he's not close. I think the real part is it just sucks getting here because of freaking traffic. And it's too cold for me to be outside and do it by myself. Plus, I don't think I could record and do it and then all that. So we're going to figure something out. And I have an idea of basically a Build-A-Buggy series / videos of this is where I would start. This is how kind of things progress. So it is planned. What is that? It's extra parts. Don't worry about it. It's like that little thing in the Pro transmission and the Twin. You just throw it in the trash.
Oh God, these are my shifters.
Anyway, I plan on it. I'm going.
What are those?
I am going to try to include more because, like I said in the video today, you know, like there's just a lot of people asking me. They'll see something in the background and they're like, "I've never seen that on the channel before. What the hell is that?" And I realize that like I've built whole trucks an hour, half an hour at a time, and never said anything. Never put them on camera. So I'm trying to change all that.
Lucas, if you look back, what holiday was it that you came over and we did a random afternoon live?
Christmas?
President's Day or something like that?
It was right after New Year's or something, right? It was a couple months ago. Jordan and I were just building buggies and answering questions.
MLK Day.
We were live for like 6.5 hours.
Yeah. So if you go back and watch that video, there's quite a bit of us talking.
Buggies.
We were back in the shop, so
Yeah. But that was a lot of words to say that I do plan on it. I'm working on it. I have an idea. I just have to get it done. And it like I can't be out in my garage when it's 12 degrees because like literally my torch won't light. But it's coming.
front diggy dig,
Front diggy dig.
rear diggy dig. Okay.
What about this island teal metallic? That's a pretty color. I like this emerald green too. You know, none of these cars still have clear coat on them.
You're not. What are you painting?
The Jeep, the Nail Bear.
Oh,
I know.
Interesting that you picked 97.
Why?
I don't know.
I literally picked the one with Citron. Like I said, this was a one of two choices. I like that purple that Glenn was talking about, but I don't like it enough to do it.
I will say that I need you to hurry up and paint the damn thing because I need a finished picture of it.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Okay, I'll do that. Once it's not 12 degrees in my garage.
Logan said, "Evening, fellas. Jumping in to say hi. Don't forget to hit the like button.
Hello,
everyone. You guys have fun. See you later. Love you. Bye."
Love you, bye.
Goodbye. He's probably long gone because that was a minute ago.
Oh, okay.
John Lau said, "Listen, Linda." Like I said, Jordan looks like my son when I say we went over this an hour ago.
Yeah. No, and that's not what we mean. It just like, yeah. It's coming. I'm trying. I'm basically.
I think they were talking about when I was arguing
Oh, okay.
about
okay,
the
okay.
orange.
Sorry. Never mind. No, I'm telling you. You want me to pause the stream? I'll go look. I'll go find it.
No, it's all right. We can look later.
Fucking jerk. I like this golden white pearl too.
Blind Guy said, "Yes, the Tube Buggy Live was awesome. Better than what was all over YouTube that day." Oh my god.
Was that the release day?
No, that was. I'm pretty sure it was MLK Day.
Oh.
Pretty sure that's when.
Now I see what he's getting at. Interesting. Okay.
Cody said, "I think that's what people need to see, though.
Yeah.
Break down the videos. I'm way too lazy to do shit like that."
Yeah. Like I said, that's what spawned a lot of this whole change up is just I realized I was taking the easy way out and I think it was starting to show and it was starting to show in views and things like that. So just not gonna be lazy again. I'm just kind of shitty because it doesn't have orange on it. Ew, that
Colorblind Guy, good evening.
Hi, that orchid metallic is gross.
Also, I would rather you didn't go with the emerald green.
Because it's the same color as something you have. Oh, is that what you're doing there?
No. Which we can't talk about that.
I was
But
gonna say, I thought that was gonna be like yellow or red or something.
so the emerald green, I think, is what I'm going to do my Beams truck,
Oh.
Cherokee.
Oh, we're actually finishing Beams trucks?
Yeah, I would like to.
Oh, okay. Cool. Now I gotta buy a Ford color palette too.
Sorry.
Alright.
Jason said, "So have Jordan move next door to you and build a secret underground tunnel from your front door to his back door." Whoa.
There's a backdoor joke there that's
Oh yeah, it was right there.
yeah, there's your back door's right there for sure. I would like to move closer to Jordan, but
Yeah, he's going to have to move closer to me because
as I say, Jordan's not moving to me, that's for sure.
I like the little bit of property that I do have.
Yeah. I like the little bit of property you have too.
I don't know what that means.
I have like 1/10 of an acre.
Oh. I thought you were still on the whole backdoor thing.
No. That is funny though.
I was like, I'm lost. Dustin said, "Let's do a multi-event education course. You can teach people that, and I can teach them to solder." So the problem with that
terrible
is Matt would have to be in your class learning instead of teaching his own class.
Yep. And see, one of the things I was afraid of is I'm afraid that because I did buy the TIG, basically the same TIG that Jordan bought, that Josh bought, and everything like that, and was talking about. So I have a little scratch start that I had used a few times. My concern is if I start using the TIG, that puts an even bigger gap between people that are trying to learn. And
Why
holy,
did you bring so many cookies?
it's
I
okay.
just brought one tray.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's 12 cookies, so
Is
it's
it?
a lot, but it's just one tray.
It looks like a lot more. It looks like 112 cookies.
No shit.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It looks like they have a lot of chocolate chips too, but I just had to use mini chocolate chips because we ran out of big ones.
Oh yeah, I'm upset about it.
I guess it's acceptable. All right, before we continue,
Oh my.
so Lyd said she sent me a 2000 mango.
What the hell am I supposed to like? This isn't even.
Mango Tango White or TJ?
Okay. Bet.
Well then.
Motherfucker. Oh no, really, my Jeeps. I got 2.
I didn't say that. I did say that, but that was sarcasm.
I didn't say that. Well, actually, I did.
Well, those were the exact words.
I need a napkin. A paper towel.
There might be a clean one on there.
There's a clean one. Actually, there's 2. I already got chocolate on this one, so I'll give it that one.
Oh, I'll just use one of the oily ones.
You can't have.
Thanks, Lyd. Now Matt is just gonna gloat in that
I told you. I do my
for at
research.
least the rest of the evening.
I do my research, sir. I just bought.
Well, that must be almost as rare as solar yellow
Not in Kentucky.
because I don't recognize that color.
I seen it. Anyway, I really like. So if you don't know, Tim Cameron's God, I don't even know when, like early 2000s buggies, right? Was Jenny Craig and Fat Girl.
Yeah.
Anyway, they're both tangerine orange with a silver cage, and I really like that. So I found a tangerine orange on a what was that, a 2000 TJ that didn't exist?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I found that color, and I believe
I'm
that's.
proud of you.
Thanks. Finding out Jeep things.
Learn new things every day.
Yeah, boy. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I've already got it sanded. I need to prime the panels. I got the aluminum panels all made and such. I'm really kind of anxious to get it out. I like to get it out before we go to Beat the Creek. That way I know that it's like everything's shaken down.
Know whether or not it's a complete piece of shit or not.
I'm pretty sure it's not a complete piece of shit. Because even though you built the cage, those are my parts. So I'm pretty sure it won't break. Well, it may fall apart, but it won't break.
True. Let's see. Jared Hopper. Good evening, sir.
Hello.
Wow, what some beautiful men.
Thank you. Thank you. Good luck.
Thanks.
Good luck. As soon as that outer crust breaks, they just go.
Delicious.
They're delicious. I'm gonna let them cool down and firm up, though.
And no, she did not make enough for the rest of the class.
That's right.
Unless you can reach through the camera.
She barely made enough for me and then Jordan.
Dustin said, looks like my take and bake cookies got lost again. Well, Dustin, if it makes you feel any better, these are actually homemade. Rad Raff. Wait, I missed the start of these shenanigans. Is this the first divided room episode? How's that going, Jordan? So that is not going at all yet. I have till July, so I don't think that'll take long. At least that's what I'm gonna hope for.
Are you gonna procrastinate until like 2 days before you can?
Oh, easily.
Oh.
Well,
He's gonna move in and we're gonna be like, "Hey man, sorry you want to go to bed, but we're doing a live." So anyway,
so Haley wants to pay my little brother to just do it. So
the one that's moving in.
no, that's my older brother.
Okay.
My little brother, he works for a home builder.
Ding dong's ex-boyfriend.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good vibes.
So good vibes, X. So he works for a home builder, so we'll probably just pay him to do it whenever he's free.
That's what I would do.
Haley makes the big bucks, so that's what she wants to do. That's what we're doing.
Decision maker in the household,
Yeah.
huh?
But before that gets started, we need to finish my bathroom remodel.
You should pay him to do that too. Or,
Yeah. So I'm currently to the point where Haley knocked out most of the plaster walls. I'm not knocking out the ceiling because I don't want to deal with all the
insulation.
insulation shit up
No, thank
upstairs or up in the attic. So we're gonna leave that, but because they're plaster walls, there is a wire mesh. There's like a 1/4 inch sheet of drywall,
Okay.
and then in the corners there is wire mesh, and then the plaster wall.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah. So all the way around the room, there's like this much wall left where the wire mesh is. So I'm using one of the multi-tool, like the little tool that goes, yep. Yeah, one of those. So I have a grout blade that's cutting through the plaster, and then I have to switch to a metal blade to cut through the mesh, and then rip it out. So I worked on that on Saturday, and I got like around the tub done. I was like, fuck this for the day. So
Yeah.
I'm just going to tackle that a little at a time, and
That's how I do home projects, just a little at a time. 1 year I'll, put drywall mud up, and then the next year I'll sand it, and the next year I'll paint it.
well, I'd like to have that done before he moves in because I don't want to. The three of us share the same bathroom.
Yeah.
So,
Especially down here, that's just really inconvenient for you two.
yeah.
Plus, privacy,
Dustin is talking to Jared.
Okay.
He has one of Dustin's 4 charger cases.
Nice.
And he said, "I don't think that will take long." Said every procrastinator ever.
Yeah.
I literally have to build like 2 walls, which I don't know. I don't feel like it's that big of a deal. But I got to get Glenn's buggy done, and then I'm probably gonna pause on RC shit and focus on the house. Get that. Because then once Haley's taken care of, then I can go back doing whatever I want.
Sounds good.
Doug, did you get the cage built? Doug is back. He's on his way home though.
Nice. We're not on his way home. We're kind of out of that loop.
Funny you said that. Jason said, "Doug, why not head to Jordan's and make a guest
Yeah.
appearance?"
We are, 15 minutes out of the way one way, and it probably adds another 15 or 20 to his way back. So, every time I see Rad Raff, I am reminded about the other Ralph. And I wonder what happened to that guy. I know we've discussed it before.
Oh,
He just did not seem like the kind of guy to just drop off the face of the earth and take people's money. You know what I mean?
yeah.
He just didn't seem, obviously you never really know anybody, but I just hope nothing bad happened to him,
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
I don't either. But when I saw somebody post about it, it was like, this guy, piece of shit, I've had my money for 3 weeks and I don't have anything, he won't contact me back. It's like, that's weird. But then he deleted, I can't even find him on Messenger now. So it's just, I don't know, it's just weird. Hopefully he's okay.
So speaking of people scamming people, so I don't know if you saw it. It was a post in the buy sell page
Okay.
where this guy was like, "Don't deal with."
Oh yeah, the guy that, what did he say? Ah man, I saw you commenting on it, just going, you're just posting because your feelings are hurt or something along those lines, right?
No,
No, that
that's
guy?
probably something different.
That's probably different. A different guy.
Different time I was being an asshole. No, it's because that's not necessarily something that needed to be posted in the group.
Yeah.
It was like a basically bad feedback, like watch out for this guy.
Yeah.
So I messaged him, and I'm
The
like, the
origin-
guy, the original poster.
The OP?
Yeah. And I'm like, hey, what did Bobby do to you?
Yeah.
And
Bob it.
basically
Look at that.
traded an RC car or something, and the guy got it or claimed he never got it, and so the original guy refunded him his money. So I guess it wasn't a trade. He sold it, shipped the vehicle. The guy said he never got it, so the guy who shipped it was like, "Well, that sucks." Refunded him his money. And then the guy was like, if it ever shows up, I'll send it back, blah, blah, blah. Well, then it showed up, and the guy was like, hey, it finally showed up. And then never.
Yeah.
I've since removed him from the group. I'm not dealing with that bullshit, but.
Well, that was like that one guy, the crazy guy that's in Tennessee or Virginia or wherever the hell he was with those bodies, like way back ago.
Yeah.
I had to block him because he was so fucking crazy. And then the bodies finally showed up. I couldn't remember his name. I obviously can't find him on Messenger and everything. I mean, it was a cheap ass box of bodies. And I mean, I don't like that. I don't want that juju on me. But like, when you send me voice messages telling me that I'm in cahoots with the local postmaster to screw you out of $60 worth of bodies or some whacked up shit, and then tell me I'm garbage and he's gonna come kick my ass from that, like, whatever, dude. Get out of here.
Well, that guy ended up messaging me. This was like middle of last week that it happened. And then, of course, I was like, go to the good bad page and post it there, which he did. And the guy ended up shipping it back.
Good.
Of course, he shipped out a brand new truck and got back a used
Very
truck.
used truck.
Yeah.
I played with it for a month, kind of got tired of it, so I sent it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good evening, Gary.
Hi. It's wild to me, like, it's so easy to be a piece of shit. And I really, really, really try not to be a piece of shit in any way. So, like, it's wild to me how easy it is for some people to just thunderfuck people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, this guy said a couple RC guys have yet to pay me for dumpster bin rentals.
I asked you if you want any fucking money. Don't give me any bullshit. I'll pay you in Canadian funny money or US dollars. You said, no thank you. They're gifts. Motherfucker. I'll take you out to dinner when I see you in May. I'll take him to Dacious or Deshays. Yeah, I'll buy you
I'll even get you an appetizer.
ooh. I'll introduce you to some American ass Italian food, little stuffed banana pepper,
Yeah, let's-
mozzarella sticks. Fucking Jordan and I will smash about 15 of those things.
True.
Roof.
So we got distracted we were talking about paint.
Yes,
So when we originally talked, we decided on the teal color.
correct. No, right? Blue?
Well, they have like a Smurf blue,
Yeah.
and then like a more like a teal blue,
Oh yeah, I
a
remember.
little
that.
bit darker than.
I wouldn't call that teal. It's more turquoise. But that's disability versus
Yeah, right.
real people seeing.
But I think I want to do the red.
I would agree with that. I almost wondered because I saw you post that one picture, and it was the red one, and I was like, I wonder if he's.
Well, it should have had both of them.
Doesn't matter. So you're gonna do the red
Yeah.
with the little sunset on the side.
Yep. It'll be the Islander Jeep, because I want to do a tan top.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I haven't figured out how I'm going to paint my TF2 K10 yet. I know it's going to be heavily patinaed though.
And that is the K10.
Yes. My other tiny tire, not so. I got to figure out, like, if we're going to go, I got to figure out a tiny tire truck. Because I have some stuff I could use. They're not hard bodies. I have an old tracker. Well, it's a descender body. Basically a tracker, but it's Lexington. But I thought that would be kind of cool to put on tiny tires. But the back's all like comp cut and shit.
Yeah.
The problem being, some of the stuff I like that would go really well with that's just not a YJ. Because now those things are $9 million freaking dollars. The problem being that, like, anything that's that small is just not, that's usually not a hard body, but I do have that Amigo body. That'd be kind of cool. But then I have to build an interior for it and shit. Tired of building interiors.
So I think I'm gonna buy the file for that interior
Mm-hmm.
and reprint all that.
I don't blame you at all.
It's a lot of money.
Is it
Yeah.
$7?
No, the files are like $75,
Oh, what?
and then I have to print it.
Jesus.
Or I could just buy his print for like $100.
I'd do that. And well, unless it looks like that.
I think part of that is his print
Yikes.
because at least the door panels were.
Oh, because
Because-
that was the worst part, wasn't it?
No,
I don't want to get grease all over your YJ because I just ate 5 cookies. Goodness, that thing is rough. Those seats look like they're made out of like actual material.
so
That shifter is a big motherfucker too. Let's
yeah.
see. Good.
So I don't know if that is his print or if that was somebody else's print. I don't know.
The console looks decent. It doesn't look like a bad file. It just wasn't printed very well.
Yeah.
Like everything fits. You know, like these are this floor. You know, can screw in or sit wherever. And it
Well,
looks-
so it's actually got screw holes here
yeah.
that I think are supposed to line up there, but if you put it up there, then the dash
Doesn't really fit.
is like under the cowl almost. So it makes more sense to be slid back.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, we'll see what I can find. Hopefully at the flea market / swap meet, or maybe BTC. Maybe I can find a tiny tire truck. If I can find an actual YJ like this, I'd be pretty excited about that.
Yeah. Red Raft said, light versus dark. It's some real Star Wars shiz. Good versus evil.
What?
I don't know what we were talking about because that was several minutes ago.
Oh, maybe he's talking about the other Ralph.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Wreck-It Ralph.
Could be.
Oh,
Dustin said Piper will be trying to steal bits of his dessert. Oh, at Dacia's.
yeah. He's
Rudy?
Canadian. He'll let you.
Yeah, true.
What?
Rudy said, "Sup guys? Hope everyone's good.
Hi there.
We are good here."
Yes, sir.
Doug said he got the mounting plates welded to the floor, bent the main hoop to better match the 4-degree rake. Oh, for the B rake back of the B pillar. Lots of cutting and rechecking. I'll post a pic in the group.
Cool.
This is what I ought to do: is just ditch all the Toyota or the RC 4-wheel drive stuff. And
Yeah. I've thought about that kind of stuff too. I thought about that with my K10. Just getting rid of that R3 and just building something else. Somehow make it a VFD or...
well, I don't think there's enough room here for like the scale transmission.
No. You'd have to get rid of a lot of that console and tunnel.
Yeah, not happening.
I
I mean, maybe this one, but.
That one could be the pre-fit, and you can really figure it out.
So I also thought about trying to remove the console from this, just buy the floor pan file, and then there's like some $5 seats, so I'd be like $30
Why
plus.
don't you just put different seats on it? Why do you need those seats?
Well, I don't like these seats.
I know. So why would you buy those seats?
I wouldn't. So like the way that the file is split up is the floor pan is like $25.
Jesus.
The interior pieces, so the floor pan also has like front inner fenders and stuff too. So there's a lot more to it. And then the interior is $50. Has the seats, center console, and dash.
The dash is pretty rough though too, right?
Yeah, but I have a file for a YJ dash, so I wasn't worried about that. So I was thinking use my file for the YJ dash, buy the floor pan and inner fenders. There's another file of, because these aren't even like correct YJ seats.
Yeah.
The only thing cool about them is they actually do
That is kind of cool.
pivot. That's all I got.
That's funny. My other thought was, I know I found that one Jeep file that's enormous, but I think we could shrink it down. Like Golden Eagle CJ or some shit like that.
Yeah,
Or no, it's a YJ, right? Is it a YJ?
I don't remember.
I can't remember either. You know what I'm talking about. There's a couple of them.
Yeah.
I thought about doing that. Just seeing if we could print that out. And I know, like, after watching Jeremy's prints, I think we could do something with my printer and obviously tune it in a little better. Because Jeremy's prints are pretty nice.
Jeremy Wilson?
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have that.
I thought he did.
No, he's got the one you want.
Oh, that'd be it. That's the problem then. Okay, well maybe we'll just buy that one then. Like,
I've been waiting.
I know. I got race cars to build, bro.
I don't blame him. We currently have an Ender 3, which is my printer, and that's over here in about 150 pieces.
That's not counting the screws. That's just 150 pieces.
Yeah. Because I'm making it a larger printer. And then Matt has the Creality Alphabet Soup. It's the CR10S Pro Smart something.
Some shit. It prints foams. That's really all we cared about. That's really all I cared about.
I think part of our issue is I don't store filament correctly. It's just hanging out down here in my basement. So like if I use my dryer, filament dryer, not the actual dryer, it's a bitch to wind it back up after it's gone through the drum for an hour. It does halfway decent, but
I would just like to be able to print bodies, and I just want to, like those hoods you made, the JL hoods, like they're not bad, but they're still just kind of rough, and that's like a lot of body work
yeah.
that you still have to mess with.
Well, then like that one, we had one that was pretty good,
Yeah. And then randomly just not.
and then never again.
Yeah. Or like those GMC grills. Like
Yep.
it took 5 different tries and one of them was good. But that
So-
was off yours though, wasn't it? Wasn't that off your ender? It
No,
had to have been.
I think it was the early days of yours.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck it, maybe not.
So do you see the little white thing above the foam?
I do.
So that is a desk goose.
Oh, huh.
Yeah. It's a 4-legged goose.
Okay.
A friend of mine sent it to me and said that she needed one, so I printed it. But I printed 2. Printed one for her, one for Haley.
What is it?
It's a goose.
Oh, it's just a goose.
It's
Okay.
just... I'll grab it.
Yeah, I was gonna say. What's the square thing that's on the foams?
This?
Yeah.
A camera.
Okay, so that is your camera. Well, that's actually really nice.
No, that one is all kinds of fucked up. Like,
Well, I mean, it's not. Some of it is very nice,
yeah.
and then
But
some
like
of
the
it is-
important parts,
The
it's
face?
like, well, it's missing its orange pieces.
That's why you got orange in there. I wondered why you had orange filament in my printer.
Yeah. But the feet Like that print was all fucked up.
Yeah.
Printed one just fine. The next one fucked up.
Yeah. I wish I had time to really. I do, but I don't. Because anyone that knows me relatively at all knows that once I'm, then we're going.
Yeah.
So I wish I had the time to figure out printers and stuff. Luckily, I don't have the space for it right now, so mine stays here at Jordan's. And I don't have the know-how to help whenever he's like, it prints like shit. And it just keeps printing like shit. And I'm like, I don't know, Google it. And call William or something. Like,
And I don't have the patience to sit here and be like, print. Oh, it fucked up. Let me change this 2 clicks this way.
78.5 degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get
Because like that time William came over, he bumped the temperature like one way or the other like 5 degrees.
Yeah. And it just,
And it printed just fine.
yeah. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, just like that. Dustin said he got the Bamboo A1 on Saturday.
So I was talking to my friend Casey about printers, and one of them uses their own I thought it was the Bamboo. One of them uses their own like particular software, and they said that the creators, whoever the hell makes it, we'll call it Bamboo or whatever, can view like what you're doing with it or some shit like that.
So print dildos.
Yes, precisely. I actually have a 3D printed little tiny dildo that I got from Mark.
I printed Haley something for her yarn that she calls her butt plug.
Oh yeah, that does look like a butt plug. Got bearings and everything, so you can sit on it and spin. This could be the Loch Ness Monster.
It kind of does look like it without its face. Teleguide had said he could print some stuff on his Bamboo lab. The quality has impressed him so much.
Yeah. I just got to figure out what I want to do and what I want out of it, and then just buy something. Because since I'm not here, for me, it seems unfair to expect Jordan to take my printer if I bought a cheap printer and try and figure it out and fix it and make it better, versus me just buying something nicer because he is doing all of the fucking black magic or whatever over here with it.
And it's not that that's not a good or a nice printer. Technology of the printers have just changed.
And I've only had the thing a year.
You've had it a couple years.
No.
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah.
What? I don't think so. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Alright, I've had it a year and a half. We'll meet in the middle. Year and 6 months.
I bet it's been down here that long.
I had it delivered to your freaking house, didn't I?
Yeah, I mean down here in
but
the
you had
basement.
it upstairs. Alright, whatever. Anyway, I haven't had it super long, but I guess for electronics and technology, I've had it since 1986. Basically.
Yeah, basically.
But I don't see a reason to get rid of it because we can print foams on it, and it does do a decent job at that most of the time.
Yeah.
And I don't see a reason to get rid of it, unless you wanted to get rid of it or whatever.
The used market on printers, I think, is garbage.
Yeah, so there's no point in selling it.
You might get $150 out of it or
Yeah,
something like that.
It's worth. If it prints, what? 8 sets of foams, it's already made that.
Yeah.
I mean, especially if you talk about actual, like Three Brothers foams. Even for me, they're not cheap.
Yeah. Dustin said he had an Ender 3. It's garbage compared to the A1.
Yeah.
Teleguide is driving Quebec to Maysville.
Yeah, I know. I told you that, I thought. Because I talked to him about it. And I was like, oh, no, because I told him, I said, if you need to ship anything to my house and don't want to take it on the plane, let me know. He goes, no, I'm driving. I was like, you're a fucking psychopath. That is insanity.
I don't know, as nice and comfy as the F-150 is, I'm sure the F-2 or 350 that he has on the highway just mobs down. Just
Okay, cool. But like, after a while, I would get really tired of driving.
I mean, yeah.
I drove over to, where did I go in Illinois? I went by myself.
Illinois.
It was the western side of Illinois. But what I'm saying is, I was in my Cummins for like 5 hours one way. By the time I was 3.5 hours in, by myself, I was so damn tired of driving and just listening to music by myself and just, I was over it. I was over it. I don't mind driving, and I don't mind driving, especially with someone else in the car, but just driving by myself for however the hell long that's going to take him.
16 hours, according to Dustin.
Not a damn chance. Not a chance. If I did, I would come down to like Minnesota and I'd do something there and stay the night, and then I'd come down to like halfway through Wisconsin and Michigan and shit and stay there for like a night, and then just kind of keep, come to Indy, get shot at, and then continue going down to Kentucky.
I was saying, when we went to Montana, we broke it up into 3 days,
Yeah.
but it was like 12 hour.
Yeah. I've driven all the way down to South Carolina, or Myrtle Beach. Myrtle Beach or Panama City. I can't remember. When Reese was real little, like she was probably only 2, I drove straight down to, I think it was Panama City.
Yeah.
I drove all through the night, but I was working second shift at that point, so I was used to being up all night.
That's not a bad drive.
No, it's not terrible at all. But that was one of the longest I've driven straight through. We'd stop for gas. My mom was like, "You good?" I said, "Yeah, let's get in the car. Let's go." Like,
Tell you, it said 12.5 hours. That's one day.
hammer down, boy.
Let's get up early and see you in the evening.
Yeah. Are you showing up Thursday night or Friday morning, or what is your plan?
Cody said there's supposed to be a new bamboo coming out real soon.
Okay. Nice. We'll
It's
have to-
called the H2D. Huge build plate, but apparently will be expensive, according to Teleguided.
Well, it depends on how much it's expensive then.
Rudy said bamboo does those dodgy sales where they quote a BS old price to make it look like a big reduction when you're really only saving like $10. It's fair. So just gotta watch out for it.
Yeah. That's good to know, though.
Yeah. Dustin said that's better than his map show because Teleguided said 12.5 hours. Still too long, especially being stuck in a Ford.
Well, I mean,
I like my Ford.
I like new Fords. They're nice. As much as I am a big Ram Cummins fan, like a new Dodge does not feel good. Everything's very, I don't want to say cheap, but it's just not very nice.
I will say, look, when I bought my truck, after I got the sticker shock of a new Ford, I was like, well, let's look at new.
Ish.
What?
Hmm.
No. So originally we went.
Because you were looking at brand new trucks, right?
Yeah, we went. I test drove a brand new. It was a 24.
Yeah.
At like $65,000 for not the base model, but the next trim level up,
LT or something like that.
XLT.
I thought what's the top of the line? Lariat.
Lariat. Then there's, I think, Platinum maybe above that.
I thought Platinums were only in the Super Duties.
Oh, maybe.
No.
I don't know. Maybe it is just Lariat.
I don't know. I was to say, I don't know my Ford stuff very well.
But those are all out of my budget, so
Yeah.
I was looking at the STX or the XLT. And when the XLT was like 65, I was like, no.
Yeah.
So then we went and, we came home and looked at new Dodges and new like Chevy GMCs. Still liked everything about the Ford better.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't like about my Ford is the Coyote sounds like shit.
Agreed.
So I think I'm going to do the Old Man Sam plan. Have you seen his truck?
Yeah.
Stock exhaust?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the route I'm going to go. Just
I like it.
build it for horsepower and
I like it. Horse works.
yeah. Although I am curious to see how your loud valve, how those work.
It's boost activated.
Right. Which would work with a supercharger, correct?
If you make enough boost. I don't know how much you were planning on running.
Like 11.
They're supposedly they open somewhere around 6, I believe.
Oh yeah,
It's like 4 to 6. Yeah.
So I may look into doing something like that.
Yeah. Because that's my plan. The only thing holding me up there is the how'd that work? The clamp ring was stainless. Clamp ring was something. For whatever reason I couldn't weld it to the pipe that I have on there. I can't weld it to the down pipe. I don't remember why. It's been a minute, obviously.
Yeah.
But I gotta finish all that too. I can't wait for that. It's just gonna sit there and go, blah, 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 and then all of a sudden it's gonna go, kaboo!
Yeah.
Be sick. I'm debating on what muffler to put on it for the 2.5 all the way back. Because I don't want it like I liked my Flowmaster, but now that I have an actual cam, I don't need the Flowmaster sound. I just need something to like make it drivable. I know the turbo is going to quiet it down to begin with.
I want to say, I'll have to look, but I like the new exhaust on the Jeep. I want to say Flow FX maybe.
Okay. Everybody's obviously people are dumb. They're telling me to just dump it out the fender and
No.
dumb shit like that. Like I won't do that, but I like driving the car. Like the whole car as an experience, I like driving, which is why I've kept it. But like I want to be able to drive the damn thing at, you know, the posted speed limit and be able to be in it, you know, because I've had friends with turbo cars that are dumped at the front bumper or whatever, and at like 2,500 RPM, it's like being in a
You're like, I hear it's pulling, might as
Yeah.
well step into it.
yeah, well, that and like it's almost like being in a truck with boggers on it. You just oh, it's not that loud. Like when you're yelling at each other at 70 mile an hour, like
Yeah.
it's too loud. You know. Plus, I've got my kids. I want to be able to cruise without them hating it and being like, God, I hate Dad's loud ass car.
Shut up, kid.
I mean, Sloan will be back there being like, make it do fire things. But yes, she's
Real quick, Mick D said, "Hey guys, old computer illiterate guy here. He bought a FlashForge Adventure 5M Core XY printer, and oh my god, amazing, fast, easy, flawless compared to his old printer."
that was a lot of alphabets.
Yeah.
I've never.
Which the FlashForge, I think Blind Guy has one of those.
Okay. I don't know enough about printers to even comment on the things you just said.
Yeah.
Just to be blatantly honest.
Tell guy that said it, he doesn't know if he'll take the new 250. A lot of wear on the 37s, but the massage seats would be nice.
Yeah. What's your other option? If you don't take the truck, what would you take? A rental? Nothing parties like a rental, you know.
True. Eric Van Gampler. What's up,
Hey.
fellas? Happy you made the live. Sorry, Matt, I'm behind on vids. Super busy with all the wonderful curveballs of life. Just crazy what you boys working on tonight.
We discussed Jeep colors that Jordan said didn't exist.
True.
And turns out that they do, like I said they did. I did an axle swap on a D90 because I plan on getting rid of it. And then I did a wheel and tire swap on the Range Rover because I will be putting it up for sale.
And I took my stubby VFD apart to switch out the Colorado Adventure Club front dig piece. I went from the 46% overdrive to the 6% overdrive. So, and I also realized that this is probably too big of a pinion gear, so that's why I haven't put it back together yet.
I was wondering.
I'm gonna drop a few teeth.
Wondering what you're doing. Do you plan on purchasing very many things at the swap meet, or are you going just to sell things, or what's your deal? You don't know? Okay, cool.
I don't really. There's a few things that floating around in the noggin that I wouldn't mind finding, but I'm gonna try and be a little bit better about not spending a ton of money.
Same.
Realistically, I'd really like to start throwing some parts at the truck.
Yeah, I get
In a
that.
real truck. So
I'm going to try, unless I find something clear, Lexan new in pack, that's hard to find. And unless I find some aluminum housings or a good deal on, VP F10s of some sort, whatever. I mean, obviously I'll be on that. Some hard body stuff maybe, but other than that, I don't need a whole lot of stuff. Unless, the only thing I'm going to do is if I can get it and then immediately put it right back out and make some money, I might buy it. But I realize I'm getting to a point where I don't have to buy every Mamba that I see. I don't have to buy every.
I got one.
I'm sure you do. I have 7 left, I think.
I was gonna take my Mamba, but I realized I probably need to keep it until I get done with Glenn's buggy.
Yeah. You can borrow one if you want to take it.
That's not a big deal.
Okay. But I know I'm going to do that. I really like the Silent Assassin, but I don't like the fact that it's not censored, or you can't run a sensor with it. So then that takes all my black jackets. If I got rid of a bunch of Mambas, I have a bunch of black jackets that are censored that I don't have ESCs for, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know what I'm going to do there, but I do.
Can't you use the Beekeeper?
I can. Right? No. That's not censored.
Well, I would assume you'd still be able to use it, and just won't use the sensor wire. The AM32
Doesn't need it or something?
would negate the need for the sensor
Right.
portion.
But then I could just buy a yellow jacket, right?
Correct.
Yeah. I don't know. I've got a lot of options, and I am realizing that the Mambas are friggin' huge,
Yeah.
and I could use the space if I went down to something else. But just like anything else, I found something I like, so now I own, I would say legitimately 30 Mambas and 15.
Well, I have 25 trucks.
So, and honestly, probably 15 black jackets, and then I've got a whole bunch, if it's not a black jacket, it's a Holmes puller. So, I've just got all that, and I don't know. Do I want to get rid of all that stuff and replace it? Did you see the video of Holmes's 2-in-1?
I saw one a week or so ago where he talked about.
This was on TRX4. He actually had it out on the rocks.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he had it on 3S, I believe, and he had it in a TRX4, and he goes, here's the slow speed. And I was looking at the TV, and I'm in my bed looking at the TV, and he's like, that's how it goes. And I had to literally look, and you could see the tires just doing this. It was insane, the control. He said he had it geared down a lot, whatever, but it was barely.
I would like to get some of those. I've been happy with the Fusions,
Yeah.
both the Pro and the SEs.
Well, I assume that I can get them. I assume one of my dealery things will cover or carry them.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try and get a couple. But he said something about this is the 1800, and I think a 2300 would have been a better option. So if someone else that doesn't quite go KV high is saying that 18 is too slow, I may want to wait. Even on 4S, 1800 kV is not going to be 3000 on 3S. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or maybe it will.
Dustin, talking about your exhaust, he said cherry bombs are still being made. And then he said, there's no way I could daily drive my truck if it had a side dump exhaust.
No way. I mean, I'm not going to daily my car anyway. It just the whole point of having this car. It's going to be fast enough to be fast, but it's not going to be so fast that like it's not a Fox body making 1,400 horsepower or something like that. Like it'll be fast enough to do cool things, whatever, but it's not going to be so fast that it's going to be a race car. Like it's definitely a decently powered street car. So I want to be able to just drive it. I don't want to hate being in it. I have to like being in it to drive it, or else I'm just kind of negating the whole reason of having it. That's the way I see it. And I can't use a cherry. Well, I could use a cherry bomb. I could probably get anything to fit, but the space for the muffler, the way it comes down in I don't think the 4-doors like that. I think it's only the wagons. That basically I have a spot about this long and by about that wide that's right behind. I think it's right behind the passenger seat. That's where the muffler goes. So I have to be very particular, and it's either got to kind of at an angle, or it's got to be in with the other side out to go correctly. It sounded good with the flow. I just don't know if adding my cam plus the Flowmaster, I don't know if it doesn't sound plus an LS swap. Like you never know what that's going to sound like.
Yeah.
And mufflers aren't exactly cheap.
Doug said his Mustang was single 80 millimeter, then single 4-inch pipe that dumped at the axle. No muffler at all. And it was semi-quiet, enjoyable.
Yeah, yeah. I would just I kind of like that whole sleepery, and I don't think I can run because my wagon's lowered. I got 2.5-inch drop spindles and stock springs. I bet it's a 4-inch lower altogether. I don't think I can run 4-inch all the way under it. I don't think there's room unless I modified the floor pan, which sounds terrible. I don't think I could do that.
Robert.
Yeah, because I thought about it, but I would have to take the 4-inch and I'd have to make it an oval and squish it and then run it back, which has crossed my mind.
Could do that.
I don't know if I have enough room to go up and over the axle after I put the coilovers and everything on it and lowered it. I don't know. I don't have any idea.
Blind Guy said he just printed the new hood that was released by Jersey Scaler for the H10.
I don't know anything about that. I don't keep up with the optic because I didn't like mine. So
Yeah.
all the stuff that comes out for it, like I'm sure technically that's something I should know about just doing what I'm doing, but like I was very disappointed in the optic.
Tom said that he watched your Mailbox Monday. Still enjoyed it, but me personally, one thing I dislike about that style of video is a lot of details get missed. And a lot of people do those kind of videos. One thing that got me too. Oh, click on your Mailbox Monday is that no one that he's seen really does it.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I'm just kind of stuck, man. Like, I think I'm just kind of stuck. Like, I feel like that's what I'm doing. That's what people expect. So I can't not do that. I understand that that's what makes everything different. However, I have to make other kinds. And there weren't a whole lot of details in that video as far as, like, I drilled the holes out. Everybody watched me. The shop truck was already built. The chassis is already built, though. So, like, you didn't really miss anything there. But I guess I could go over that. I don't know. I'm still figuring out what the hell I'm doing. But I definitely appreciate your feedback, for sure. I was going to call it criticism, but that's not really criticism.
He said, I can see a guy getting bored doing it, so I completely understand, and I'll still watch it either way.
I mean, I appreciate that.
I don't know that you should completely replace Mailbox Monday with that.
That's not what's going to happen. So basically, the way I see it working is kind of just what happened today. That's how my next one is set up as well. But, like, I got 4 or 5 things, and hopefully 2 or 3 of them will coincide with each other, and I'll be able to make, like, a I try to keep my videos at like 15 minutes max, so we can do 6-7 minutes of I got this stuff next, I got this stuff. You can watch me throw boxes and shit and everything like that, and then and then like hopefully I can take whatever that is and kind of show you what I'm doing with it, because I think I've had that feedback a few times of you guys see me get all this stuff, but then you didn't really see me doing anything with it, so you don't know what I just did with that. Whatever the hell I bought,
Returned it.
Yeah, right. I feel like that would be better for my wallet. Just buy it just to make content and then give it back. And that was another thing is like, I mean, clearly I was spending a lot of money on Mailbox Monday stuff. Doing my taxes really made me reevaluate some things. So, I don't know.
Dustin said he's interested in Three Brothers' new ESC.
Yeah.
I am too.
Speaking of, I was gonna ask about that earlier. Did he announce anything yet about the It's Coming 6 thing?
No.
I really hope it's what we think it is, or hope it is. I almost wonder if it's a Beekeeper 6 ESC thing.
I mean, that would make sense.
Yeah.
Just because, I mean, he does have the black jacket.
I sure would enjoy a. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
Actually, I'd buy two little.
Yeah, for front and rear.
Yes, sir.
I am excited to try this Rhino thing.
Yeah.
I have to swap the plug.
Yeah. I'm kind of ready to. I mean, I'm ready to change, kind of shake up all the. I don't know, everything basically RC related.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm thinking about going with the SM32, kind of stuff. Getting rid of some Mambas. Talking, thinking about.
Brad Rapp says, I live vicariously through Matt's spending. You and me both.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not rich by any means. I'm just very irresponsible. I just, what was I saying? Oh, yeah. I'm just kind of, changing things up. Like, I've got a lot of the bodies that I desire to have, new impact, whatever. So I've got a lot of that knocked down. I've got some cool trucks and stuff, like all my hard body things. Like, I've got all that knocked down. I've got a couple projects that I would really like to do, but
Doug, this is the
it's the one that was in Ken's truck. That I
the
sold
VE 40 amp.
Yeah, that you wanted. The 40 doesn't have the thing that the 80 to do the thing, something.
Yeah. Well, speaking of changing things up, with building or working on this has really made me want to do more things, like super tiny scale things.
And I think that's normal. Like, because, I think you and I have had the discussion, maybe Doug was here too, of it's interesting to watch every person almost go through the same arch and thought process when they get into RC crawling.
Unless you're a Traxxas guy.
Unless you're a Traxxas guy, yeah. But you immediately buy something, you buy the biggest fucking tires you can find, put it on 2.2s, you lock out the shocks all the way down for maximum belly clearance, then it rolls over everywhere, you wonder why it rolls over everywhere, then almost immediately everybody figures out comp trucks, slams them to the ground, cuts the fenders all the way halfway into the hood so that everything clears your 7-inch tires, chop the body all to shit, lay it all down, 100% performance. And then it's like, then people kind of go more scale, and then you just go off the rails, 3-inch tires, hard body, drivers in there with servos making them, move and shit. Like,
Yeah, I don't know if I want to get that detailed. But like the K10,
yeah.
like that was kind of what got it started. Now I've got the scale motor and transmission for it. Hopefully, if USPS ever delivers.
Yeah. USPS was killing it for me.
Yeah, they're
Saturday to Monday delivered to California.
yeah. That's because it's going to California. It's like they don't even want things coming to Indiana.
Yeah. Well, that hub is junk. They're being federally investigated, so I mean,
My transmission went from New Hampshire, I think, to Arizona.
makes sense. I like because I live so close to the main interstate. I like watching it go by my house. Like I know that you literally there's only one road to take down to Kentucky to that like warehouse down there in
Yeah.
and I know you've passed. Like I could walk to the interstate. You just throw it off the truck, and I'll save you a bunch of steps.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to international, because it goes from Canada to Chicago and then goes down to what the hell is that warehouse called? I haven't sent anything there in a while because I haven't sold stuff on eBay. I can't remember. It's like I think it's Western Kentucky, I don't remember. Anyway, there's an international USPS warehouse in Kentucky, and then it comes back up.
Yeah.
So
Also, you mentioned things that I'm looking for the swap meet. There is a discontinued RC 4-wheel drive rear bumper.
I thought about you the other day because I saw a YJ bumper on eBay, but it was the original Tamiya one.
I don't know what that looks like.
Trapezoid, I think. It was like this. It kind of went like this.
Interesting.
I think that's a trapezoid, didn't it? I don't
Yeah,
remember.
something like that.
Yeah, I think so. I haven't taken trigonometry yet. I don't know.
But it's a off-road style bumper with a tire carrier, which I think would look nice because it's kind of missing something back here.
Yeah.
However, I think it might look kind of goofy with a big rear bumper and tire carrier on a what otherwise looks like a pretty stock Jeep.
Yeah. Did they make a front bumper at all for this?
Um,
Because I know we had discussed chopping that off.
well, so the front bumper is the front body mount.
That's right.
So the aftermarket bumpers that they made for it, you had to cut part of the front bumper off and leave it there, and then almost like TF2's like double like metal bumper and then the tube bumper, kind of like that.
So it looks like shit.
Yeah. So I'll probably just leave the front bumper.
Yeah. Let it break off when you smash it into stuff.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and not smash it into stuff. But we'll see.
Yeah. And I think that's another thing that kind of goes this far is I think having a few trucks, you're not locked into driving one way.
Yeah.
We can take a tuber out that's on 475s and like actually, I don't want to say beat on it, but not worry about it. And if you're, gonna shoot up something or whatever, like it's one thing. And then you can take this out and
Bebop down the trail.
maybe just like trail 2 where you're just walking in the woods.
Yeah.
Like a couple trails that beat the creek are you just walking a dirt path.
Well, I don't have like high hopes on the performance of this. In fact, they make Falcon all-terrains that I think I'm gonna get,
Yeah.
which are they're roughly the same size, a little bit narrower, but then they're the all-terrain versus a mud terrain.
Yeah.
So I may look for those.
Yeah. That's another thing that I've got a Nolan, I believe. I think it was Nolan tagged me in a thing the other day about some guy was selling a bunch of wheels or some wheels or something. And like part of me wanted to pick them up just because they were something I didn't have. But I told him I was like, I gotta not buy more wheels. Like my wall is full.
Yeah.
And I've got wheels inside tires in my wheel wall, and my tire wall is still full. And I took all my foams off the wall. But what sucks is some of those wheels that Bateman did, I'm probably never going to put on a truck. I need to sell them. But knowing that the chances of him starting to anodize again or finding someone like him that anodizes that I can make a deal with to do that again are pretty slim.
Yeah.
So like they became more desirable, I guess.
Which I laugh thinking back on that whole situation because the only wheels that I had done were purple, teal, and gold.
Yeah.
And I'm like, could have picked some better colors,
Yeah.
but whatever.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know,
It's what I needed at the time.
the way it was going, I never would have expected what happened. You know?
Yeah.
I don't really even know what happened. I have a pretty good idea from him and I talking, but like, I never would have expected him to be like, "Hey, half your shit's done. I have to send it back. Here's some money," you know?
Yeah.
What sucked was I had 2 rings that didn't match the wheels because they weren't done yet. So I've got a set of 101s that are black with green splatter, and I only have 2 rings that match. So I had to take those off. That's what one of the rings became the wheel in my SCX6, the steering wheel. That's what that's from. Because I don't have the other 3. Or I don't have 2 more. I only have 2. So I just put black rings on them.
Well, what you ought to do is, don't they make like a conversion hub for your controller? So you can put a.
Thought about that too.
That's what you ought to do.
I gotta find a new radio. That's another shake things up that I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
The Rugged was really cool for what it was, 6 years ago or whatever the hell.
Yeah.
It's I gotta find somewhere between the Rugged and that MT12. I'm too stupid for the MT12. And the Rugged doesn't do what I want it to do.
Dryer's done.
I hear it. So, I would like to go to Futaba, but golly. Futaba's like Lamborghini prices of RC theft. Radios.
Dustin said Radio Master would take a ring.
What?
Like you could put. I assume he's saying you could, on your Radio Master, you could put a beadlock ring.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I think I might give the Radio Master another shot because I think I was trying to do, being brand new to that radio and then trying to do all the things I was doing with it, I think probably didn't help. But there are some things I don't like about that radio. Like options are cool, but then you get like that level of option, and that's too much for me.
Yeah.
Basically asking me to like write code and shit. I'm not smart enough for that. That's why I spent 3 hours watching a 5-minute YouTube video over and over and over again.
Dustin said give it one more chance.
I will. I like the fact that it has that knob. I think that would be very beneficial for my Unlimited with the 4-wheel steer. I was actually talking to a guy at work about that today.
Because I like this new mat I'm hearing.
I don't know, man. I'm really, really focusing in on what I like and finishing projects and just, you know, for a while
What does that mean? Finishing
I read about
projects?
it on Facebook. So here's what you do, right? So instead of starting this, you should have finished one of the other trucks you have. I think it's a terrible idea,
Interesting.
but in theory, it kind of makes sense. So like your Sector 7, you shouldn't have done anything with that. You know what I mean? I should probably finish the Jazz Buggy,
This, I just need body mounts and a front bumper, and it's done.
Yeah. Speaking of, who hit me up today? Who was that? Somebody hit me up about the Jazz Buggy today. Can't remember who that was. They messaged me and said, "Hey, what the hell was that foam cup buggy that was in the background?" And I realized none of that's on the channel. That whole buggy build is not even...
What?
None of it. I showed it to my members and stuff, but I've never made a video about it, other than buying the body from Horizon.
Yeah, you need to get on that.
I know.
Cody said, new Speedos, new radios. What am I hearing right now? Second chances? Please reach out if you need any help with any Radio Master stuff.
I appreciate it.
So when I was reading that, I thought he was like, "Let me know if you got some mental health
Yeah.
things going."
Yeah.
But it was just Radio Master help.
Yeah. I'm just,
Eric said he really wants to try a Noble 4 Pro. I think that's what it's called. Looks good to me after taxes.
Is that the one that RC
Maybe
Everyday
after
got?
taxes.
Then isn't that what I was talking about getting? I'm almost positive that's what I was thinking about. Because I saw a bunch of people saying that one was good for buggies, and then also like it's just a nice radio to begin with.
Yeah.
I need something that, so like, the rugged not being, I know this sounds so stupid, but the rugged not being backlit to where you can see the damn thing in the sun or when it's low light, stuff like that, that shit bothers the hell out of me. I don't need a whole damn touch screen fucking TV cell phone on top of my radio, but like, not being backlit is, in 2025 is insanity.
Eric said it's also easy set for 4-wheel steer.
Yeah, that too.
And yes, it's the one RC Everyday got.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, and then Jordan and Doug were like, "Holy shit, what are you gonna do?" The only thing that sucks is it didn't have a huge model memory. I think. Was that not?
I don't know.
Pretty sure that was what it was.
Mark said, "What do you guys think about the Holmes Hobby 2-in-1?"
I plan on buying some as soon as the KV goes up.
Yeah.
If he does well and then follows through with what he was saying by going from 18 to 23 to maybe 3,000 kV, I will buy a few of them, especially the 3,000 kV.
I guess knock on wood, I've had good luck out of most of my electronics. So I know a lot of people are like, I like to keep the motor and ESC separate because if you burn up one, then you just replace that instead of the whole thing. But I've not had any issue with that, and so like that's not a concern of mine.
Yeah.
Thanks. But I mean, I really like. I think we were talking about it earlier. I really like the Hobby Wing 2-in-1s. A lot of my trucks are going to it. Matt doesn't like the Hobby Wings because they only do 3S. So with Holmes dropping theirs, doing 4S,
I'm on board.
Matt's in it. I'm fine with the 1800 kV. The 2300 would also be fine. I don't need the 3000.
I mean, you don't need 3,000, but it is fun.
Yeah. I mean, fair. Jeremy said the Noble steering wheel doesn't really lock into place, from what I know.
What? Lock into place?
Like it just free spins, maybe?
Doesn't have like an auto center? I don't like that.
Tom said he loves the Chevy content.
Thank you. That is not going anywhere. It may change as far as like there will be more. I'm going to try. So here's what people have said to me. They said, I don't see a lot of trucks. And when I do see trucks, like you don't get to see the whole, like you don't know what's going on. So my plan is at some point in time, I'm going to sit down and divide all my trucks 3 or 4 at a time into segments of like rig rundown kind of thing. And I'm just going to go over, this is my dually. Like it's not done yet, but some people haven't really seen it unless you've been out to an event and seen it.
Yeah.
Right. So, I've got a Red Cat that's extended and it's a crew cab and it's a custom dually bed and all that stuff. We'll go over that. My van eventually, once it gets redone, I'm sending it out to Scott here pretty soon. Kind of the same thing. Unless you watch the original video of me unboxing it, the van hasn't been back on the channel at all. I mean, I really haven't done anything. I swapped the wheels and tires, and then it sits on a shelf and looks cool. But a lot of that is going to change.
Jason said the only motors and ESCs he burns up are Traxxas. So
Crazy.
I don't run that shit. So
Yeah.
maybe that's why I've had good luck.
Well, I mean, part of that, you were saying we've had good luck with our electronics and stuff. I know I personally found a combo that worked, and that's, I bought fucking 30 of them, you know, or whatever.
I mean, I have a similar formula, but I mean, I have brush trucks that, whether that's like the K10 has stock VP electronics out of it, or in
Yeah.
it. Hobby Wing and a Holmes Crawlmaster Sport
Yeah.
is a good combo. Castle and a Slate, or Castle and Black Jacket, or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean,
I run 2 different ESCs and 2 different motors. It's a Holmes puller and 1 kV flavor, or a Black Jacket, and a Mamba X or a Mamba Micro. Other than somebody talked me into buying a Fusion for my F toy. That's it.
yeah. Then I've got.
I lied because I have a Silent Assassin in my Pro Mod
Yep.
and 32. I said SM earlier, but I meant AM.
You did.
Why didn't you correct me, you fucking dildo?
Because I don't always have the right answer.
I know. You don't even know your damn Jeeps are orange.
I'm colorblind.
Oh, is that what we're doing? I'm disabled.
Josh Stewart said the DX6 Rugged has a backlit display. The downside with that,
Still doesn't have a knob, though.
yeah, we really want something for 4-wheel steer.
Yeah.
That's not just a 3-position switch.
Yeah.
Red Raff says, "This is my dually. There are many like it, but this one is mine."
Yeah. I've put a lot of work and money into that dually. It and the Pineapple have been the most well received and most offered on trucks for sure.
Yeah.
Almost everywhere we go at a show, someone will try and offer me money for the Pineapple. Ask me how much is actually not for sale. I tell them what I've turned down, and they say, "Oh, that's a good point." And I'm like, "Yeah." I had somebody ask me about the dually and ask me what I would do, and then I added up just in parts what I had in it, and like money paying for the body, paying for Scott to help me, and that's there's no point. I can't make money and then build another one.
Yeah. And if you can't make money, it's not worth doing.
Nope. Just like YouTube. I mean, no.
Jason said, "Matt, what's wrong with the Hobby Wing 2800 Axe system?"
I don't know. I don't like.
Hobby Wing has a very different, like, throttle curve, I guess.
I stick to what I know. I have a laptop out in the garage that does nothing but tune ESCs. It has the Castle link on it. I keep it out there. I plug it in. I plug it into the ESC. I know exactly how I want my Mamba to go. I know what the throttle curve looks like because I'll take 20 all the way over to 50, and then I go up to 20. So then the throttle curve kind of goes like this or whatever. Like I know exactly what I'm doing. I know exactly how it's going to drive. I can put it in a truck, not have to go, "Oh, this sucks. It sucks that I'm an hour and a half away from my house. Go back and so nothing is wrong with it, but I found something I like, and then I just replicate that because it's easy.
He said, so the throttle curve ramps too hard? No, I think and tell me if I'm wrong, but from
You're
what
wrong.
I remember, you only ran it for a short period of time.
On Uncle Glenn?
No. That didn't have an axe system in it.
What did I drive with an axe system?
It was a Phoenix or something. A long ass time ago. But it was like almost too slow. I guess not necessarily the throttle curve, but like the punch.
Oh,
Because you can have a lot
Yeah.
more punch out of a Castle setup.
yeah.
And when Matt wants all the S's, he wants all the S's.
It was like it was programmed to save parts. Pull the throttle, and it was more of a lag then go instead of just a let's go now.
Eric said, well, what's the make you happy number? Let's hear it. Vanquish is what, 3,400 for there? So where are you at, happy guy?
I've turned down 22 for the pineapple. And I would turn down 22 for the dually. I will say that with confidence.
Usually about $1,400 is when shit starts leaving my table.
Yeah. But I mean, I would have sold the F toy for 16. The difference is the F toy is just tube work. I can do that easily again.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to say easily. I would do that again if someone paid me to build another F toy. Sure. To have another crew cab built, to buy another Monte Carlo, to stretch it, to figure out that bed was such a fucking pain in the ass to make and get smooth and bump out to clear it, because like those are 2.6 inch wheels, and then plus the tires, like those are big ass wheels and tires to move the fenders all the way up, and then the cover, so the step notch is actually smooth from one side of the fender. It goes up to the bed cap where the top of the bed is the rail, and it's smooth all the way across and then back to the other dually fender. Like, that was so much work to widen the dually fenders, extend the dually fenders, smooth it all out. 0 out of 10 recommend. Like, I don't want to do that again. I mean, it's got almost $100 worth of paint on it. Like, it just adds up. And what it would take me to build another one, if I already have it and I don't want to sell it and I don't need the money, then there's no, like,
Yeah.
you know, like those wheels are fucking like $70 a pair. There's 3 pairs on them. You know, there's $210 worth of wheels on it.
Cody said smooth is slow and slow is fast.
Your mom.
Dustin said it's my S's and I want it now.
Yeah.
And Cody, yes, you can have all the cookies that are left.
Yeah, here you go.
But you better get them quick because it is almost my bedtime.
Yeah. It's almost
Nine
going time.
9:50.
Yeah. Like, and I think that is one of the things that I've said 100 times that would make understanding each other a lot easier, is if you came here, we came out to you, something like that, we got to drive out where you are. You know, those scale geared all the way down, like in a 1-to-1 Toyota that's got like a doubler in first gear with like 538 gears on 35s that literally is revved to the moon and barely moving. That shit does not work here. It just, there's nothing around that like can go anywhere.
See you, Bill. Don't be late.
See ya. Yeah, don't be late Saturday. Don't be freaking early either. Just get there at a normal person on time. I'm not getting up when you're probably trying to get there.
Eric said if I had it, I would offer more. I understand one of a kind. And those 4-door square bodies are my jam, man.
I appreciate it.
Cody said, "Oh, don't you worry. I'll be coming to take your trophies too."
I would love that, honestly. Mostly just because getting an outside view in, like if you came here and drove our courses,
15 minutes early, Bill. That's all the more we need.
I'm talking like 5, because I'm not getting up. If we leave at 5, I'm not getting up till like 4:45. So don't be at my house. It only takes me 15 minutes. I'll like close out everything, brush my teeth, walk out. Anyway, as I was saying, so what I think would be interesting is to have Cody come here and hear his thoughts on this is what works out here and kind of applying it to what we have terrain wise.
Yeah.
You know? I think that would be super interesting, honestly. If I made more money from YouTube, I'd fly you out here just to do that. But I don't. So.
He said, "I'm feeling cocky, remember?" Dustin said, if he comes out here, make sure that Dustin knows because he'd like to meet him.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think it would be super cool. And then, you know, me and Jordan can roll.
My basement is your terrain.
Yeah.
Slicker and shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to beat that dead horse because we've been over that pretty much every time we go live. But
Yeah.
it's
I really
just
wish this fucking hole would fill in.
be better at bodywork.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy with the back end of it, though.
Yeah, it looks good. I mean, it needs a little bit more work, but like, it's 95% there, with only a little bit of sanding and, would you say, like 2 coats of primer or something like that?
Yeah. 3 or 4 goes of body filler.
What'd you use?
What was it? The glazing putty or whatever?
Dolphin glaze?
No. Still red stuff.
Oh, yeah.
The little tube.
Yeah, I have some of that.
Usually from the Walmart.
I used dolphin glaze on the burb in a couple little spots that Scott missed. And apparently it wasn't mixed very well because some of it was dry within like a half an hour. Some of it wasn't dry the next day, so I had to wipe it off, remix it in the bag thingy, and then put it back on.
Well, this, and I guess I could probably squirt some out onto like a paper or like a paper plate or something and like mix it up.
Yeah.
But it's always like juicy on top.
Yeah.
So then I'm just
Bondo,
like,
right? No, it's not Bondo. Who makes that?
Bondo brand.
Okay, it is Bondo. It's black. It's got like a black tube.
Oh, I'll grab it. Tell me if it's the right shit.
Okay. Just sell some of those Mambas. So like random rocks and concrete. So Eric, that's kind of what I was doing. So like if I went with a whole bunch of beekeepers or silent assassins, because I'm a deluxe dealer and a Three Brothers dealer, I could 100% sell my Mambas, buy the corresponding number of ESCs from either one of those, and probably end up money ahead. No, that's not what I have. Well, maybe it is. Might be what I have. Mine's bigger though. So I 100%, that has crossed my mind.
Yeah, see, like it's
Yeah, juicy.
real juicy.
Yeah, that's gross.
Let me just.
It looks like you're smearing wet poop on there.
Basically what I'm doing.
You know what would fix it? Is if you texturized your top. No? Okay.
It will be. It'll be like a flat color.
But not textured.
Correct. Not textured.
Is the hard top, would that be smooth or is that like a.
Yeah, it's relatively smooth.
Because I know I've seen, because I'm in a lot of modeler groups, because I've found that some of the things I have seen kind of translates over into hard body stuff. I know one of the ways to make a vinyl top is you take masking tape and then they cut around the edge of the window and everything and make it like right on point with where it's supposed to go. And then when you paint it whatever color over the top, it looks like that vinyl top texture. I'm pretty sure that in California that's hazardous to your health and cancerous and shit. Well, your skin's soaking it up through your finger. That's
YOLO.
what I was getting at. YOLO. You are correct. Did you join that page that I sent you guys to?
God, what?
The something reality or whatever it was? With the dead guy and shit?
No.
Okay, never mind.
Does the rear need more?
I can see the shadow on that. The thing is, like, I think so. And even when you paint it, especially when you make it shiny, that's going to show through. You really need those sticks, like what I have. I'll see if I can, well, maybe not when I get home. Remind me tomorrow, if you can remember, and I'll send you a picture of the bag. They're like sanding stick, but I can't remember who they came from. They came from a guy when I went to Vegas. He was selling them.
Okay.
But they're really helpful because they're firm, like they're stiff. So when you do like long big broad pieces, it's not, your fingers aren't making waves and shit, making it worse.
Well, so that's part of the problem here is, like, I don't have very much room to work.
Yeah, some of them are real narrow. They're like this wide or whatever,
Yeah.
so you can just take them and just kind of shimmy them around. Someone is watching this, yelling at their screen right now.
Fuck it.
Jordan, what are you doing? Finger painting 101 by Jordan. Love it.
Bye, John.
See you later, John. I appreciate it.
So this is how not to do body work.
Yeah. It is what it is.
I'll be real honest, that's probably the last layer of body filler that I put on it, because I would like to get that tire carrier, so that'll go over it, and it'll have stripes. The graphics will cover it as well.
Yeah.
So. Also, my finger is finally healing, almost completely healed up from where I
Sliced it?
No, where I had to like machine down the screw head, and it was like fiery hot, and it fell out of whatever I was holding it with. My dumbass grabbed a hold of it.
That's not a good idea.
Yeah.
Not a good idea at all. Well, as a last little conversation here, you've seen the video for next week.
Have I?
Yeah?
It was great.
Motherfucker. With the K10? The RC 4-drive stuff?
Yes.
Do you think that would be a cool little series thingy?
Yes.
Okay. See? You have something to look forward to.
Take it easy, Dustin.
See you later.
Now, I will tell you flat out that is not my style
Oh, I know it's not your jam,
at all.
but it will be. I think people will like it. I talked to Ingen this morning, by the way. Did I tell you that?
Nope.
He starts on my wheels next week. Or
Nice.
this weekend, actually. This weekend.
I really wish he could have made those wheels for me.
He will. I bet he would. If you asked him and were like, hey, I could pay you now, I bet he would.
He said he doesn't make them.
You want me to ask him? Send me the picture. I'll ask him tomorrow.
Okay.
I mean, me and him we're getting like that, you know what I mean? So if he can get them designed in time, one of those sets of wheels I'm getting will be one of the first of a different design he's got. I am fucking pumped about those.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dustin, we will see you Saturday as well.
Yep. If you search for Gundam building tools, they make a stupid amount of different files and devices. Yes, I do know that. We will have to do that though. Look at them Gundam style. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Yeah, because I'm currently just using just like
Sandpaper.
sandpaper sheet.
Yeah. I have a bag, it's like this wide, well, this big aroundish, and it's like this tall, and it's just full of sticks. And each color is a different grit. So they go from fucking rough, like I don't use some of them. I think it's the white ones. That you might as well have like glued 4 rocks to the stick. It's pretty low grit.
Take it easy, blind guy.
Later, man.
Have a good week as well.
Yep. But they have that, and then it goes down to I think pink. Pink is the like finest one or whatever, and it's probably 600. I think it says on the bag.
So I've just been using the random pieces of sandpaper that I have. So like,
There's a whole method to sanding.
right.
Right.
Yeah. So like, most of mine are used pieces as well. So
Yeah.
so like, I feel like 220 is probably too high of it or too low.
Yeah. On a real car, no. On little stuff, yes.
But then like 400 or 500.
320, I've found personally does a lot of the work for me. Or I use to do a lot of the work. It's high enough grit to where it's not leaving big gouges, but it's low enough to where it's moving material.
Yeah, because the 220 you can still see.
Yeah, you
a
can
lot
still
of
see the scratches.
So, but then like the 400 or 500 like doesn't take any of this off.
Right.
So, I actually used a little piece of the roll that you gave me
Mm-hmm.
that we were supposed to be using.
Yikes.
That's 240.
Yeah, I know.
So, but like using that, but like barely even like touching it, and that seemed to work pretty well.
Get you some 320.
As much as I like the scale bullshit, like I'm tired of body work already.
Yeah. But if you don't do it right now, you'll regret it later. Because you'll have painted it, and then you'll know that it's there. You'll see it every time you look in that general vicinity or whatever. And be like, man, I wish I would have spent that extra hour fixing that correctly.
Yeah. Eric has a good idea. Popsicle sticks and then glue your sandpaper to them.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good idea.
I've heard of that as well. Yep. But I think that whole bag was like $5. Something like that. Like
That's not bad.
yeah. It's model something or other. But I'll put it in the group. How's that?
I like it.
You gotta remind me, but I'll do it.
I think the one thing that I really just need to bite the bullet on is the front axle and get it to the correct side.
Can you not swap it? Can you just
No.
why? Those people are doing that. They just flip it upside down.
Yeah, and then your knuckles are.
Yeah, I see that. Okay, never mind. Maybe that was the Yodas that have the thing on both sides.
I think so.
Yeah.
Also, that black K10 that looked like super stock.
Mhm.
Did you watch his video on how he got it like to that low and everything?
I started to, and then I had to go change a pump for absolutely no reason today.
Well, I watched it,
Mhm.
and I was like, "That looks really cool." And then I watched his video, and I was like, "Nah, not going through all
Yeah,
that."
I assumed.
Because I thought it was a simple spring under,
Yeah.
but no, no,
Yeah.
it was all sorts of different.
Yeah. Yeah.
Eric said, "The ones Matt got sound like women's nails or feet sanders."
Kinda. Which would work also for sure and cheap too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're not rounded on the end, they're just flat cut. Alright, you ready to take this baby home?
Yep.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna go. If I didn't get this for free, I'd be upset, but I got it for free. I don't remember how. Oh, they had already sold the one I bought. I think was how that worked. So then they found another one that was a different kind of paint. Cause like this is like if this was DuPont and then like Krylon or whatever the hell. So this is like a different one, but it's the same thing.
I guess.
And they gave me a refund and then paid $4.63 to ship it to me. Crazy.
Hoping that you'll come back and buy 14 more.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. They made the TJ Helen.
9706.
That's however many years that is. Alright, ready?
Yep.
Now that we're up to 32 people.
Good night, Doug.
Night, Doug. Well, we are going to get out of here. I'm going to go home and Jordan's going to go turn into a pumpkin.
Yep.
Pumpkin orange. Like TJ's.
That's right.
But not mango.
Take it easy, Eric. Everyone, don't forget to hit the like on the way out.
Yes, sir. And I appreciate it. Had fun. That it?
It's been great.
It's been great. It's been fun.
Make sure you take a cookie on your way out.
It's been great fun. What's that Muppets thing? It was great. It was awesome. It was okay. Well, it could have been better. It wasn't really that good. It was bad. Boo! Know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
Ah, fucking kids. All right. Okay, love you. Bye.